Tá saindo som? Testando, testando. Pera aí. Tá saindo som? Tá saindo som. Tá legal. Fala, rapaziada, tudo bem? Pera aí, eu vou divulgar essa live no Twitter. Eu não divulguei no Twitter ainda. Pera aí, já vai sair essa tela de fundo feita com tops edições fodas do Cama Felipe. Pera aí, só um pouquinho, galerinha. Vou divulgar a live. E aí já sai essa tela aqui. Mas tava tocando o som aí. Trace 009 Sound System. Esse é o nome da música, mas enfim, vou divulgar a live aqui. Aí eu já saio dessa tela aqui. Aí a gente já começa a live. A Minecraft Live ainda não começou, vai começar daqui 50 minutos. Então a gente está adiantado. Peraí. Sound System. E não reclama que tá um pouco de ego, porque eu tô usando meu próprio microfone do notebook. Eu tô num lugar melhor. Pronto. Peraí, só um pouquinho, gente. Tá. Testando, testando. Tá ok? Espero que esteja. Peraí. Vamos ver se tá tudo ok. Aí a gente pode. Tá. Testando, testando. Tá ok? Tá ótimo. Tá tudo ok? E aí, galerinha, beleza? Hoje é live no meu PC. No meu não, no notebook da minha irmã. Mas. Hum, mas agora. Falta menos de uma hora. E é isso, né? Achei que ia ficar ali. Agora tá legal a live, mas tá. Não sei. Como ainda falta meia hora pra começar o evento, falta 50 minutos, meia hora. Muito meia hora, né? Muito meia hora. Mas como falta 49 minutos pra começar o evento ainda, o que que eu vou fazer? Eu vou ficar vendo coisas no meu Twitter e talvez ficar vendo vídeo. Eu acho que o pré-show começa meia hora antes. Legal. Tá, acho que eu vou ficar vendo um pouco de Twitter. Pra vocês verem como que é meu Twitter no dia a dia. Pig Brawler. Que é isso? Que é isso? Meu Deus, que cursed, mano. Que cursed. Sem nem ser real. Mano, o Creeper tá no Smash. What the fuck? O Creeper tá no Smash, velho. What the heck? Mano, eu indo embora mais cedo da escola porque. Hã? Que porra é essa? Eu não sei. Ah, tá. Política. Legal. Twitch. Muito foda. Ah, mano. Nossa, eu tô nesse nível aqui. A maioria deve estar no mesmo. Por aí, no mesmo nível que eu. Olha lá o cara jogando. Legal. Tô de fa... Apenas um dia normal. Pera aí, calma. Ok. Começou bem mal aqui, pelo jeito. Tá, começou bem mal.
Не, блядь, ёбаный, Вовка, стой на месте. Да ёбаный, ты, Вовка, чё?
Oh, mano do céu, é por isso que eu amo a Rússia. Ah, mano. Vou seguir essa parte aqui, mano. What the fuck? Mano, a Rússia. Eu não sei explicar a Rússia. Essa que é a verdade. Legal! Brome sódio na minha timeline. Legal! Brome sódio. Oi. Tá. Banho. Ok, vou ignorar essa arte borissódio. Peraí, calma. É um furo. Banho. Qual que é o contexto? Ok, japoneses são estranhos. Peraí. Banho? Outra. Peraí, calma, deixa eu ver. Inglês, inglês, inglês. Bet. Bet. Dá nisso. Daí bet do português. Português. Dá banho. Eu vou fingir que eu entendi isso. Ver notificação nova no Twitter. Sim, até com Half-Life. Ah, tá. É um tweet que eu fiz. Tweet programado. Boa noite. Reportado. E tem outubro. Legal. Mano, é por. Peraí, calma, calma. Eu não entendi o contexto da pessoa falar banho. Quem me dá o contexto? Alguém me dá o contexto? Eu tô pedindo contexto. Tá, vamos ver essa página. Essa página que ela faz umas fanarts de burissódio legal. E... Olá, o Shurigami. E... Eu quero morrer. Que é isso aqui? Mano, que porra. Mano, vi. Ok, mas coisa de burissódio, legal. Espero que não. Legal. Mais murissódio, mais murissódio, mais burissódio. Vocês que não entendem, não sei. Mas quando eu falo borissódio é BNA, tá, galera? Só pra deixar bem claro. Legal, bem louco, né? Vamos continuar. Vamos continuar vendo. Eu acho que daqui a pouco a gente vai ver João Caetano. Espera. Kurt. Tomando cu, mano. Falta meia hora pra começar o pré-show. Eu acho que a live ela vai abrir antes. Tá programada pra abrir 13, mas acho que ela vai abrir antes. Eu acho que é isso. Vamos ver. O pré-show, eu sei, eu acho que eu consigo entender o que que eles falam, mas não exatamente. Vamos ver como tá a situação. Falta 42 minutos. Na verdade, a live vai começar 30 horas, meia hora antes. Vamos ver o estado. Espera. E cursed, mano. Que cursed. Isso nem isso é real. Mano, mano, peraí, deixa eu recarregar. Mano, o dele tá muito alto. Eu sei, eu acho que eu consigo entender o que que eles falam, mas não exatamente. Ah, tá. Vamos ver como tá a situação. Falta 42 minutos. Na verdade, a live vai começar 30 horas, meia hora antes. Vamos ver o tá. Espera. E cursed, mano. Que cursed. Isso é real. Mano, pera aí, agora vai vir. Aí agora vai vir um. Tá muito alto. Eu sei, eu acho que eu consigo entender o que que eles falam, mas não exatamente. Mano, pera aí, vamos deixar isso aqui fazer um up infinito. Falta 42 minutos. Na verdade, a live vai começar 30 horas, meia hora antes. Tá. E mano, pera aí, agora vai vir. Aí agora vai vir um. Muito alto. Mano, é o bagulho infinito aqui. Mano, pera aí, vamos deixar isso aqui fazer um up infinito. Não, pera aí, tive uma ideia que eu vou fazer. Pronto, fiz isso. Pronto, agora vai pular mais ainda. Olha, olha só. Mano, é o bagulho infinito aqui. Mano, pera aí, vamos deixar isso aqui fazer um up infinito. Não, pera aí, tive uma ideia que eu vou fazer. É, não funciona não. Mano, quer saber? Vou desistir disso, foda-se. Vou desistir disso, senão vai dar muito ruim. Legal. CP Violation. Acho que eu vou deixar uma música de fundo aqui. CP Violation, eu gosto dessa música. Do Half-Life, pera aí. Vou deixar aqui de fundo. Só pra. Manicare. Mano, aqui nós não entende inglês, mas a gente vai tentar adivinhar. A gente tira por outras músicas, mas sei lá. Deixa eu ver se tá legal. Tá? Peraí. Deixa aqui de fundo. Só pra. Como tá aí? Aqui nós não entende inglês, mas a gente vai tentar adivinhar. A gente tira por outras músicas, mas sei lá. Deixa eu ver se tá legal. Eu acho que tá muito baixa. Ah, ignorou alguns quadros. Legal. Peraí, vou aumentar o som. Mano, peraí. Legal. Nossa, tá muito baixo. Peraí, ainda tá baixo. Peraí, calma. Tá aí, acho que agora tá bom. Vamos deixar a trilha sonora de Half-Life aqui rodando. Mano, peraí, eu tinha uma ideia. Dois soundtrack. Vou deixar a soundtrack do Half-Life 2 rodando aqui. O negócio. Só pra não ficar muito quieto. Acho que agora tá bom. Baixa o recarga API. Tirar aqui. Deixa eu ver se não tá em looping. Não, peraí, eu tinha uma ideia, Peraí. Aí. Deixar a soundtrack do Half-Life 2 rodando. Não, ainda tá baixo. Mano, tô tentando achar um volume bom aqui. Acho que agora tá bom. Peraí. Na moral. Meu Deus, que casa é essa? Vamos ver. Tá, agora tá legal, agora tá legal. Isto dá ansiedade, dá-me cabo dos cornos. Ok. Uhum. Por que a Califórnia se tornou pioneira ao aprovar a lei para estudar reparações pela escravidão? Hã? Hum. Nossa, só o tamanho da lagosta. Por favor, transforme-se num fur. Mano, eu não sei explicar essa música, mas era boa. É, tá legal. É, tá legal. Legal. Legal, Xirra. Deixa eu ver. 13 horas. É, ainda não começou. 69 aguardando. Tem gente que comentou? Ainda não. Idiotas no trânsito. Meu Deus. O cara tá fazendo fumaça. O cara. Quê? Ok, ok. Legal. Nossa! Olha a queda. Oi! Ah, não tô falando tão alto assim, não. Legal. Que foi? Pera aí, só um pouquinho. Você quer? Onde está esse tal de galão? Galão. Um galão. Um galão de... Aqui. Aqui, entendi. Tá subindo um galão. Eita. Esse aqui? Aí, voltei. Isso aqui começou? Ah, começou. Pera aí. Começou. Começou. Tá desativado? What the fuck? 7 notificação, what the fuck? Tá. Vamos deixar essa música aqui. Com o pré-show começando 20 minutos antes do evento. Tá. Daqui a pouco vai começar o pré-show. Isso eu vou ficar vendo no Twitter até quando começar o pré-show. Parece que eles vão anunciar o evento no começo já. Deixa eu ver. 5 quedas até agora. Nossa, mas faz tempo. Minecraft Live começará às 13 horas no horário de Brasília, com um show prévio a partir das 14h40, das meio-dia e 40, no horário de Brasília. Tá, daqui. Tá. Começou um bagulho. Ah, é só classificação indicativa. É show da comunidade.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Anthony, or Big B Stats, and welcome to Minecraft Live. I'm going to take this time and explain a little bit about myself and my relationship and history with Minecraft. It all started back in 2012. I didn't have a PC to where I could run Minecraft, so I waited for it to come out on Xbox. I got it, and I just fell in love with it. I went to events, I met
Tá, basicamente é o cara falando que não tinha um PC bom pra rodar Minecraft e jogava no Xbox e gostou tanto do
I was also
jogo.
a part of the Minecraft live show back in 2018, which was the first time they brought on creators, and it was just incredible. But it's a brand new year, and this is just going to be phenomenal. Now, this year is the community pre-show, so you're going to hear a little bit about what's coming today. Also, we're going to hear from a few of our friends and what their year has been like, and what we love to see coming to Minecraft Live this year. Now, if you do speak another language besides English, don't worry, we're working with community rebroadcasters who speak other languages that are helping localize the broadcast. So head over to minecraft.net/live to view the list of rebroadcasters. Now, there's a very special person I want to introduce you to, and this is a person that you can just feel their energy through the screen. You know, if you ever just look at someone, it's like, wow, this person has...
Tá, e também falou assim que...
Feel better, and this person is
Eu tô conseguindo entender mais ou menos.
So here she is.
Tá, basicamente...
Thanks, Big B. Hello, I'm Shovel, and welcome to my house. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. You might recognize me from last year's event, or you might not. I was blonde back then. I'm a longtime Minecrafter, YouTuber, and lover of all things that let my imagination run wild. I'm also a known cat lover, and I would love to show you one of mine, but every cat owner knows you cannot tell them what to do. Anyway, we're gonna start with the pre-show, where we're gonna look at the last year in Minecraft. I've had my own exciting year in
Tá, a
Minecraft.
primeira coisa que vai acontecer é o grande anunciamento no começo. Vai anunciar, daí depois vai anunciar as atualizações e vai ter a votação de mob. Daí depois vai ter Mine Dungeons, notícias do Mine Dungeons. Eu não sei se isso aqui, eu acho que isso aqui tá em ordem, mas ok. Eu já falaram que anunciamento ia ser... Deixa eu baixar um pouquinho o volume. Ah, não, já tá baixado.
Hello everyone, I'm Mariel, also known as Marielitai. You may know me from a couple of Minecraft series that I participated in, like Harmony Hollow,
Tá, essa parte aqui não é nada demais, é só a comunidade falando dos sentimentos do Minecraft e um monte de coisa. E sobre o evento também.
For no reason whatsoever, it just happens completely out of my control, completely out of my hands. I've had so many bugs and glitches happen to me that it's become this running joke on my channel, and it's hilarious. Now, this year has actually been a pretty exciting year. I was able to participate in one of the Minecraft championships, and I also made a ton of new friends playing Minecraft Dungeons. That was pretty cool and awesome.
Tá, ela tá falando que um monte de jogadores jogarem Mine Dungeons.
About something very exciting.
Eu entendo mais ou menos, eu entendo mais ou menos. Então se passar coisa... Tá, agora tá falando do voto.
From Minecraft Earth, the Iceologer from Minecraft Dungeons, and last but
Os mob.
certainly not least, the Glow Squid, a mysterious new mob that's also from Minecraft Earth. But you may be wondering which one's going to be added to the game.
Tá, ela tá falando quem vai ganhar.
The community to decide, because throughout the show, all of you are going
E é pra gente ficar de olho no Twitter do Minecraft.
as long as you're signed in. There's also going to be multiple voting rounds, so make
Tá,
sure
pera aí.
to keep an eye on the
Eu vou deixar pronto
Change
aqui.
very
Pera aí,
quickly,
calma.
and we need to make sure that the best
Minecraft.
mob wins, and that one, in my opinion, is the Glow Squid, because that's the one that I'm rooting for.
Não tem
and
tanto
that's the one
problema.
that I'm gonna be voting for. Anywho, that's going to be it for me. But please sure to stick around to find out more about these brand new Minecraft mobs.
Ela tá falando do mob.
Well, I just want to say I actually want all the mobs if that's even possible. Can we make that happen? Now, one of my favorite things this year to come to Minecraft is the 1.16 Nether update. There wasn't much to do in the Nether, in my personal opinion. And this update, I think everyone...
Tá falando dessa última atualização do Nether Update, que foi uma atualização bem grande, na minha opinião.
But in a good way. It makes me want to go there. Makes me want to do things. And there's so much that you can do in the Nether. And the fact that this is the same...
Ele tá falando agora do Nether Update, a última atualização que tivemos.
Like a whole new game, and you get that whole new experience all over again. But that's just my story. But here are some more stories from a few creators and friends around the world.
Hello everyone, my name is Gemini Tay. I am a Minecraft builder and content creator on both YouTube and Twitch. I love using Minecraft as a platform to create art. And this year I have had a...
Tá, ela fala que gosta do Minecraft pra criar arte.
I was invited to the early access beta for Minecraft with RTX on Windows 10 edition. And oh my gosh, it was incredible. Minecraft with RTX adds so many new amazing properties to the game. The new reflection emissivity is
eu não sei, acho que ela tá falando do RTX só julgando pelo conteúdo que tá aparecendo na tela.
For such a long time. And it's finally here.
Nossa, mas no RTX fica muito bonito. Fica muito bonito. Deixa eu ver se tá tudo certo aqui.
Fala galera, eu sou o Forever PG.
Oh, Forever!
Minecraft pro YouTube.
Oh, Forever!
E hoje eu vim aqui falar pra vocês as duas coisas que eu mais gostei do update do Nether.
Não sei, acho que ela tá falando do RTX só julgando
no modo sobrevivência.
que tá aparecendo na... Caramba!
Muito Minecraft mesmo. Uma das coisas que eu mais gostei do update do Nether foi os blocos novos. Então se você der uma olhada...
Tá, essa parte eu tô conseguindo entender. Todo mundo tá entendendo.
Nether, utilizando os novos blocos. E cara, é sério, eu fiquei apaixonado nas possibilidades que a 1.16 trouxe pra gente em termos de criação, cara. Esse
Nossa.
e essa Blackstone são muito lindos e dá pra você...
Nossa, velho, foi muito boa essa última atualização.
De antes. E passando para nossa segunda coisa, nós chegamos nos novos biomas. E isso eu acho que foi uma coisa que a Mojang focou muito em tentar deixar o jogo mais vivo.
Mano, só falta o Vinícius 13 aparecer.
É muito divertido olhar o Nether que a gente já conhece.
Ah, mano, que da hora. Eu nem esperava que ele ia aparecer.
Hey everyone, I'm Please, a Minecraft content creator and Twitch streamer. My favorite memory from Minecraft this year has got to be when we defeated the Ender Dragon for the very first time. I have never seen this fight before and has
ela tá falando que ela derrotou o Ender Dragon pela primeira vez. Eu não julgo porque esse ano também eu derrotei pela primeira vez também.
First try in about 15 minutes. It was so much fun. I cannot wait to see what Minecraft has in store for us this year.
Tá, daí aparece o trailer da Nether Update. Nada de novo ainda. Show. Tá vindo mais gente, Vamos lá. Tá. Só avisando que eu não vou conseguir... Meu Deus. Só avisando que eu vou traduzir algumas coisas. Vou traduzir o que eu entender. Falar o que eu entendi, tá? Tá, Nether Update. Atualização desse ano. Tá.
Hey Minecraft Live, I'm Nick Pickett.
And I'm Elliot Choi.
And we built a one-to-one replica of the University of California, Berkeley with 200 of our fellow students, faculty, and alumni, and hosted a virtual graduation there. During the ceremony, we had the pleasure of working with the university, a production company, and dozens of our own builders to produce a graduation unlike any seen before. We had 7 speakers join us that day, including our school's chancellor and Minecraft's own Lydia Winters.
In addition to the ceremony, we invited the global class of 2020 to a 2-day music festival with over 60 artists performing back-to-back to celebrate. With the help of some of the most talented builders and developers. We hosted it all.
Peraí, deixa eu ver se eu entendi. Os caras fizeram um show online no Minecraft, é isso?
Scales that we never expected.
On top of all of this, we decided to take all this attention we were getting and put it towards a good cause, which is why we partnered with a charity to raise thousands of dollars to support pandemic relief.
From all of us in the Blockly team, we hope you're enjoying Minecraft Live.
Tá, falou assim, espero que você esteja
So
curtindo.
we've heard about how 2020's been for a few people within the community, but what's next for Minecraft? Now, there's already a lot of things in Minecraft.
Agora ele vai falar.
One thing that I would want to see is something that would fly, some type of creature, maybe a monster, and you would be walking out on just a nice
Tá, ele tá falando o que gostaria de novo no Minecraft.
in your farm. And next thing you know, something would swoop down
Hã?
like a phantom, and it would actually pick you up and take you through the sky. I think that would be really cool, but maybe that will never happen. Now the community.
Tá, ele
has
falou
always
do mob,
speculated
acho que
what the next
voa,
big
sei
thing
lá,
for
não entendi
Minecraft
muito
could
bem.
be. A new mob, a new boss, a new biome, and as you're making your guesses right now,
Ele tá perguntando o que você deseja que viesse pro Minecraft.
Well, hello there, Minecraft Live. Good Times with Scar here, and I am a content creator and a member of the Hermitcraft server, and I have now been playing Minecraft for 10 years. This is my 10-year month anniversary, and what better way to celebrate 10 years playing Minecraft but to hang out with you here at Minecraft Live and to speculate on what we'd like to see added to Minecraft. And way back in the day when they added colored glass to the game, I thought how would it be if these naturally generated in caves as if they were crystals, just colored crystals.
Peraí, deixa eu ver.
Life, a little energy to the caves. And
Tá tudo certo, não
let's take this
caiu.
up a notch. Say we're down in the caves and we break open a wall into a gigantic cave with cathedral ceilings, crystals hanging down from the ceilings, and these crystals come in all the variety of colors in Minecraft, and we pick out one that we like.
Eu acho que ele tá falando de cores, eu acho.
That orange crystal, and we can take the fragments of this orange crystal and put it in a torch or put it in a lantern, and we're now casting orange light in Minecraft. That is right. We can now cast colored light of all varieties in Minecraft via torches or lanterns to add more atmosphere and more design possibilities with our builds. Just imagine your builds now, but being illuminated with color light. How amazing would that be? Now, another thing I'd love to see added to Minecraft is some way of auto loading and ejecting music discs from a jukebox. So now we have colored light in the game along with auto playing music. We have basically together here created a disco on Minecraft, and that sounds absolutely amazing. So let me know what you think of those ideas, and I cannot wait to find out what for real is coming soon.
Hey everyone, it's Drew. We have been huge fans of Minecraft since the very beginning and have so much fun creating videos.
From silly build competitions to our epic survival series.
Creativity is literally limitless in Minecraft.
That's why we're so excited for the Glow Squid!
Woo!
Ooh, we could build a glowing underwater city.
Yes. That'd be so cool.
Yes.
I wonder what we'd be able to craft.
Maybe we'll be able to craft.
Eles são um grupo de coreanos jogando Minecraft.
Like this.
Love. I'm gonna make it my pet.
Okay. Bye!
안녕하세요 마인콘 시청자 여러분들. 저는
Tá, agora é o japonês.
마인크래프트 채널을 운영 중인
Ah, não, na Coreia.
입니다. 저는 8년 동안 마인크래프트를 즐기고 있는 만큼
Tá,
저에게
ele
있어서
jogou.
마인크래프트란 제 일상에서 정말 큰 부분을 차지하고
Ele jogou
있는데요.
Minecraft chamando
올해도
Poxa
굉장히
Vida.
많은 컨텐츠를 녹화하고 업로드했는데 그 중에서 야생 관련 컨텐츠와 팬분들이 직접 만들어주신 컨텐츠들이 기억에 많이 남습니다. 마인크래프트에는 여러 바이옴이 존재하는데 바이옴 특색에
variedade de
맞게
biomas.
새로운 아이템들과
Vai tá falando o que ele quer.
특히 바다를 굉장히 좋아하기 때문에 마인크래프트 바다에 더 멋지고 예쁜 블록과
Novos blocos interessantes.
이상으로 여러분들에게 저 램램도 알리고
Essa é a minha coisa. Vejo você na Minecraft. No Minecraft. Obrigado, muito obrigado, Minecraft, por me dar esses preciosos momentos. Agora curta o resto do jogo. Adeus.
Hello,
So, my name is Iskal85 and I'm a Minecrafter, and today is a big day. It's an omega big day today because it's one of these days where we get to know the latest and the greatest surrounding Minecraft. Now, being a big action RPG fan, I've obviously been completely stuck with Dungeons since it came out, and we've already got lots of new stuff. Like we got the winter update, we got the jungle update. I wonder if they're gonna make another like themed upgrade, maybe mountains, like dungeons goes Everest, or maybe an oceanic update. That'd be kind of weird, swimming around underground and stuff like that. Anyway, personally, I'm hoping for two things. I'm hoping that we'd be able to customize our little character a little bit more, like the visuals of the character. I'd love to see like being able to get a skin that's outside the game into the game. That would be absolutely amazing. And I would really like to be able to change up that little base area, add things, maybe put things on the wall. You find a cool sword, put it on the wall, memorize it. That would be absolutely amazing.
You know, that's a very good point. I wonder what's coming next in Dungeons. Well,
agora eles estão perguntando do Dungeons. Mini Dungeons.
Pre-show, Minecraft Live is just about to start, but we're such a small part of this community. So let's see some other great moments from this year in Minecraft. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Tá.
I earned this crown the last
Tá, acho que agora vai.
Dethroned, which means I can wear it the whole time until then. There's a lot more rainbow because it is in honor of it being Pride Month.
Was geht ab, Leute? Heute spielen wir Minecraft.
Mano,
So I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I really want to use the real Minecraft hearts that come out from the pets when you give them a treat.
Mano, Minecraft é um jogo incrível, cara. Minecraft é um jogo incrível. Qualquer um vai ter que admitir.
Así llegamos con el Nether Update, en donde van a agregar nuevos biomas,
Tá.
animales, mobs. Hasta puede haber alimento ahí dentro del Nether quando se nos hubiera ocurrido.
Tá.
Así que va a estar muy buena.
Os caras estão. Isso aí é um resumo da Minecraft Live.
How can I not get excited about transforming the look and feel of Minecraft from this scene?
Tá, agora é um vídeo sobre RTX.
With RTX on.
Não faço a mínima ideia. É na China. Exclusivo no Minecraft China. Fica muito bonito. Deixa eu ver se tá tudo certo. Tá, agora é um vídeo sobre RTX.
This is kind of blowing.
Nossa.
What a cool update.
我乃齐天大圣孙悟空是也。
da China.
身穿黄金锁子甲，头顶凤翅紫金冠。 脚踏藕丝步云驴。
Eles estão mostrando a comunidade.
That allow you to experience adventures in your home, in your backyard, or wherever you are, instead of needing to go out and discover them.
这个吃瓜亭呢，也应吃瓜群众们的要求啊，把上面的这个不对称棋盘换成了瓜，同时可以有6个人在这吃瓜呢，想想都有点小兴奋。
I'm a bee. Did y'all see that? That was insanity. Yo.
Nossa, o cara virou uma abelha.
I got a whole mess of powers. Y'all see him? It's bees. You can just keep spawning in all these bees. I'm literally just right-clicking constantly. Now the bees that...
마인크래프트 던전스 굿즈. 이렇게 봐야 되네.
Tá.
개봉해 볼게요.
Da Coreia. Nossa.
I found the mobs. I found them.
Isso é estadunidense.
Excuse me, I don't appreciate. No.
Ih, já era. Falei que já era.
Are you watching?
Whoa, the bees are really angry.
Are you watching?
What did you do? Dude, the bees are so
Nossa.
Do it. Perhaps one of these other huts has something helpful in it instead. Oh my gosh. No.
Nossa, pareceu muito Zika vírus.
Del juego que vuela. Los demás que hay en el juego son el pez de plata, los endermitas, las arañas.
Quebra. Ok.
Olha o Fê Batista!
Tchau.
交。下一个任务是什么？分享一次家园，获得50金币。3、2、1，茄子，分享给好友。
Mano, que da hora.
啊哈的啊哈哈。
然后，meu Deus, olha o pouquinho.
Forever.
É o Puma! Cadê o Timão? Hakuna Matata!
Guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren, und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren
Ah, mano.
ultramäßig harten...
Tá, ele vai fazer desafio hard. Olha os...
TNT, I'm taking this, okay?
Tá, o inglês.
What do I do with it? What do I do with it? It's on my head and I don't know what to do with it. Okay, give me an opportunity. Set me up.
Oh, there's a lot of zombies. Throw it, throw it, throw it.
Throw it in the middle.
Mano, só falta o Vinícius aparecer agora.
Titta på sin guld. Han kastar någonting till mig. Åh, vad gulligt då.
という習性があります。そしてね、
Morreu.
毒針を刺した後まさかの死んでしまうこともあるんですね。ちょっと。
Nej, den är glad. Okej. Och du är glad och du är
Nossa, japonês é uma língua meio estranha.
Fast då har jag också förstört en sån där. Men... Figata ragazzi, è tutto nuovo. Oh mio Dio, hanno cambiato il nether.
Tá, 2 minutos, 2 minutos. Falta 2 minutos.
Il fuoco blu.
Speaking of food, nom 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 nom.
The Pink Diamond.
El daño y cómo vas creciendo tú como personaje depende de
Tá,
dos cosas. El
beleza. Adeus, adeus. Tá, tá legal, tá legal, tá legal. Morreu. Morreu. Que?
Look at them. Oh,
What the fuck?
Right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Tá, falta minuto.
First bee nest.
Look at that. I love seeing like the haze.
Tá, mais um vídeo patrocinado pela Nvidia. Minuto, falta 1 minuto, cara. Falta menos de 90 segundos pra começar a apresentação. Bom, já é 3 horas. Ah, já é 3 horas, mas falta 1 minuto. Ok. Tá. Agora vem um bagulho da IRB. Vamos ver, cara, eu tô ficando ansioso. Tá, vamos lá. Except. Tá. Tá, é pra eu manter a minha... Tá. Eu tô ansioso. Respira. Calma, calma, calma. Tá. Mano, falta 1 minuto, falta 30 segundos. Ah, mano, tô ficando ansioso. Olha o pilar de gelo ali, velho. A aura brilhosa. Tá. 7 segundos. Tá.
Hello and welcome to Minecraft Live 2020. I'm Lydia Winters,
Começou o evento.
and Chief Storyteller for Mojang Studios. We're coming to you live from Stockholm, Sweden, the birthplace of Minecraft. Some of our amazing team members couldn't be here today, so we recorded the Minecraft Earth and Creator Tools segments in Redmond earlier this week. We are so thankful you're joining us. Before we get started, we want to acknowledge the number of challenges around the world right now, as well
Tá,
as
agora tá falando da
the
pandemia.
emotional toll those challenges are taking on all of us. With that in mind, we want to give the opportunity today to take a breath, have fun, enjoy the games we love.
Tá, ela falou descontraia, se divirta.
It won't all be easy. You'll have to decide which mob to vote into the game, which,
Tá.
based on votes in previous years, will be super tough. You'll not only get to hear about what's coming to your favorite Minecraft games, you'll also hear directly from the development teams. We want you to leave today knowing about the exciting additions coming to Minecraft and also why our team has made those decisions. An insider's look at what's brewing at Mojang Studios. Today, we're kicking things off with the announcement of the... We're gonna tell you right now.
Ah, vai contar a atualização. Ela vai contar a atualização agora, gente. Ai, meu Deus do céu, vai contar a atualização, vamos ver.
Hi, Agnes and Brandon.
Hello.
Let's do this.
Esse é o Jamie.
So, okay. Next update is the update that we know that so many of you, and well, so many of us as well, has been wanting for such a long time. It's the Caves and Cliffs update.
A atualização da caverna, velho! Mano!
To be able to tell everyone that.
Seriously, like, I'm so excited about this. I mean, even before I joined Mojang, I was always thinking about, like, when is the cave update gonna come? This is it, but it's also got the cliffs as well. It's got the...
Oi!
This is such a big update, and I'm so excited.
Calma.
How are you feeling, Agnes?
Great, like, no, it's so good. So we have been working on this update for quite long, and
Vamos
we
ver.
can't wait to tell everyone. And now he's announced it, and it feels
We're actually
amazing.
getting our first live look at some reactions.
Oh.
Oh, mano! Finalmente!
Those mobs are very, very excited. This year we asked some of our communities to submit questions that we'll answer across the show. This first question definitely feels like something everyone wants to know.
Mi pregunta es, ¿por qué se han tardado tanto en actualizar las cuevas y cuándo llegarán? En verdad que hemos estado pidiendo esto por muchísimo tiempo.
Tá.
Why has it taken so long? Like, waiting a long time.
Yeah, that's a very good question. The update, like,
Tá, o cara perguntou por que demorou tanto pra chegar a atualização.
But now we feel the time. We have spent the time we need to really like understand the vision how they also to make sure that we understand what the community actually wants, and we also like planned around it so that we really can work together with the community to make this and like as epic update as possible. And we have also hired some new amazing developers to the team.
And you're one of the amazing developers, Brandon.
Yeah, I joined this year in January, and I actually...
Mano, chegou, velho. O dia chegou.
For 10 years. One of the first mods I work on was the Aether, which is like a dimension that added sky islands and stuff. And yeah, I'm just so happy to be here and work on an update this epic.
I'm so happy to have you.
We have another creator question.
Outra questão.
Hi, I'm the Pink Diamond Diva, and this is my question. Are you making the caves more advanced for older players so they can mine deep, or are you making them more accessible and easy to navigate for newer players?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I mean, with this update, we're making sure that we can have as much variation as possible within the actual caves themselves, but we want to make sure that the old caves are still retained as much as possible to...
Tá, essa parte é perguntas e respostas.
Yeah, and we really also looked into to make sure that we have something for everyone, because you know, we have such a huge community, and it's also a very diverse community, and that's such a beautiful thing. So we really want.
Olha a Agnes com o cabelo tudo descabelado.
Features in the update to different player styles to really see that we fulfill that goal.
That's so cool. And you had such a big thought process on how you decide what even goes into an update this big.
Yeah, we have spent quite a lot of time on just making sure that we have a very good like fundament for the update. For example, we did the player style mapping, and we've also worked with design pillars.
Oi!
Design pillars, they kind of describe the vision of the update.
Peraí, calma, só pouco.
Prioritize between different features, and also when we define each specific feature. And we have 3 pillars for this update. And the first one is actually all about like the spectacular mountains, the snow, and the mischievous ghosts. Because at the last
mano, cave update.
These features, and we felt like it's so important to deliver on that promise. So we actually wanted to have it as a pillar.
Yeah, and another pillar that we actually integrated into this was adding strategy to mining. So of course, Minecraft already has plenty of strategy in mining, but we wanted to see if we could push that just a little bit further and add even more mechanics that make it interesting for players to mine in the caves.
Yeah, and the third pillar is to create an underground of marvel for the players. And that pillar is a lot about like adding variation to the underground and like contrasts and like inspire players to like craft their own underground adventures and build underground. And one thing we have done to like fulfill this pillar is that we have added new cave biomes. And one of them is the lush caves.
Tá. Árvore estranha. Lush Caves. Vamos ver. Vamos ver a caverna nova. Nossa, olha! Tá. Olha que legal. Vai vir uma nova. Pelo que eu entendi, parece que vai vir novo... Um novo... Nossa, olha a flor ali, velho. Que bonito, velho. Olha o novo tipo... Nossa, olha que bonita essa caverna. Olha... Mano, vai ter musgo agora. Mano, é muito bonito.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to make sure that, of course, in Minecraft, all the original caves, you know, they're pretty much the same. There's not much variation in terms of...
Tá, ele fala que as cavernas hoje em dia não tem muita variação, e realmente não tem.
Like light and lush and actually has vegetation, and I mean, I think it looks amazing.
It's gorgeous. What was the inspiration behind it?
So we were thinking about, okay, so how should it feel when you're in a lush cave? And we wanted to be like, so you feel like very tiny inside like a big garden or big forest. So like when you look up, it's actually like vegetation above you, it's vegetation around you. And one source of inspiration we had is actually a Swedish painter called John Bauer, because in his paintings it's always, or often at least, like a tiny character, and then it's like huge forest.
Vai ter uma caverna, eu não entendi muito bem, mas vai ter caverna com árvore?
New plants in the lush caves.
Ah, nova plantação. Vai ter nova plantação, pelo jeito vai ter. Nossa, vai ter tipo uma floresta agora.
And if you actually find this and start going down its roots, you will find a lush cave there. So this is another part of adding strategy to mining, where you know there are certain landmarks which will allow you to understand what you're doing in the game.
That's cool. And another one of the new blocks is a block called Spore Block.
Pá, agora eles vão anunciar os blocos novos.
It's a big pink flower that you find in the roof of the lush cave. And it will drip particles from that flower, but it will also actually feel like a big volume around it with particles. So it's similar to the particles that we added to the nether biomes in the nether update. But the cool thing here is that you can move the flower if you want to and get these particles anywhere you want in your world. So you can actually be very creative with that.
That's so awesome. And the lush caves have a real glow to them from one of the plants.
Yes. So there are vines in the lush caves, and they have glowberries on them.
Ah, mano, eu tô feliz, cara, tô feliz.
You can also pick them and eat them if you want to.
Tá, vai ter uma flor nova. Não sei se é mob, tá ligado?
Drip leaf plant. And you could actually see that they can kind of grow from like water or anywhere else, and they grow quite tall, but they have like a little plant on the top that you can actually hop onto. So the idea of the mechanic behind it is that the leaf will actually tilt down when you stand on it too long. So this will actually make you fall through. However, after a few seconds,
vai ter novo tipo de vinho agora. Vai ter nova plantação. Ah, dá pra subir.
Which I hope is really exciting for, you know, content creators making maps.
Yeah, you can build like your own platforming levels, and then they will repair themselves. That's kind of neat.
Uma hora cai.
And there's actually a mob coming to the lush caves.
Yes.
Vamos ver os... Vai ter.
We will actually not tell you about this mob now, because in the end of the show we will show even more features coming to the Caves and Cliffs update, and then we're gonna show that mob.
This is the first time we have so much that we're actually splitting.
Tá, ela falou assim, cara, que no final do evento eles vão anunciar os mob novos.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Mano, imagina ver o Herobrine, velho, vai ser muito da hora.
Yes.
Yeah, so as you can see here, I mean, this is drastically different to what caves used to look like. And there's definitely still the old style of caves, but we wanted to make sure that there was much more variety in the sort of caves and the shapes and the sizes you could get. And even here, you can see that there's some water underground.
Yes. So we actually added something we call
Nossa, vai ter caverna submersa também. Vai ter tipo lago interno.
And this also means that we get naturally generated waterfalls, which is so pretty. And it also kind of gives like new ways to traverse the underground. You can actually go cave rafting.
Yeah, so you'll see in a bit that our player here will actually use a boat to raft. And that is just such an exciting opportunity.
Carvão vai brilhar agora? Vocês viram que o carvão tava brilhando?
Yeah, we were playtesting and then
Carvão vai brilhar. Ah, os minérios vão brilhar agora. Mano, os minérios vão brilhar. Tá, nós já temos ideias de 2 tipos de cavernas.
Ores aren't going to glow now. It's just that the caves tend to be quite dark, and we want to make sure that players can see the shapes of the cave.
Now, will that only be for the normal caves, or will this run across all of the new cave biomes?
Yeah, so the really cool thing is
vai ter bioma na caverna agora.
Sizes is completely independent from the new biomes. So that means that we have so much variation. Because, for example, a lush cave can, for example, generate, in a super narrow tunnel. But it can also generate like a huge cavern, and that creates completely different atmospheres, but it's still the same biome. So we're really going to have lots of variation underground now.
You've been calling 2 of the different cave types spaghetti and Swiss cheese? Like that's how varied the caves could be?
Yes, I mean, there are so many different variables for how the variation works, and I mean, it has even more variation than the overworld itself. It's just crazy.
It's a lot, yeah. Some of the caves, for example, have really cool pillars, and some are more like flat, some are tall. Lots of variation.
Very nice. And you have another new cave biome to show us.
Yes, so we have the Dripstone Caves biome. Whenever I think about the idea of a cave update, the image of stalagmites and stalactites comes
Dripstone Cave vai ter.
These are pretty difficult. You know, it's a unique shape that Minecraft isn't really accustomed to. But I think the way that the artist put it into Minecraft works quite well. And of course, there's some mechanics surrounding this, so you can see.
As pedras pode cair.
Up the top, and so the dripstone fell down. And also, unfortunately for this zombie here, if you fall...
Quando você cai, é morte na hora.
We'll get hurt.
Of course.
Another interesting mechanic in the dripstone caves.
Yes, so maybe you saw in the video that, like, from the stalactites, you could see that it was like dripping water.
Sim.
Like, if you put a cauldron under a stalactite, it will...
vai ficar caindo água. Vai ficar caindo água. Se cair, morre. Nesses espinhos.
And stalagmites.
Well, that's a very good question. It has been very tricky to remember that, but I think I learned. So we actually, it's hold on tight to stalactite. I was going to say the wrong one. So stalactite is in the roof and stalagmite is on the floor.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We've been practicing that, all of us.
For a long time, even.
You have something really amazing in this update for the sort of redstone.
Tá, agora pergunta uma coisa incrível.
Yes, so we've actually been thinking about this redstone block that lives in the deep dark, a new biome at the deepest depths of the world. We're not going to talk about this biome too much today, but we are going to show some of the blocks and maybe later a mob that comes from it. So if we look at the video, we can actually see that it's basically this growth, and this is called the skulk blocks. And one of the blocks is called the skulk sensor. This is the new redstone block. As you can see, when you place or destroy a block, or if you have footsteps, it'll actually detect the vibrations around and then emit a redstone signal. So this is going to be very interesting for redstone players. We even have a mechanic around it where you can actually use wood
parece que vai vir novo bagulho de redstone.
Prevent signals from being able to get into the skulk sensor. So let's take a look at that now.
Tá, vamos ver a demonstração.
And as you can see here, I walked next to the skulk sensor, And it's actually kind of doing an infinite loop where the piston...
Mano, o Vinicius 13 vai adorar isso.
And then it's activating the skulk sensor and going over and over again. But here, I've actually put a wall block in between the piston, which prevents the...
Ele sente a vibração do local, daí ele ativa a redstone.
This can allow you to even do sort of directional skulk sensors where you can put wall blocks on each side and only allow it to detect vibrations in front of it. And vibrations can be so many different things. You know, it can be a snowball hit, it could be an arrow, it could be footsteps, it could be blocks, anything.
So cool.
Nossa, que da hora, velho.
We had a bit of an happy accident with this because we realized that we get wireless redstone thanks to this sensor.
Yes.
So
Mano,
we didn't even
que da hora.
But then when we started playtesting, we're like, wait, we got wireless redstone, and that's so exciting. And well, you can just build so many cool things with that. It's gonna be exciting to see what the community will build.
Yeah, you're really looking for community feedback to make sure this like feels great for everyone.
Absolutely. I think because this is such a unique mechanic, we really want to make sure that we get it right. And, you know, we love the redstone community and we want to make sure that we do it right. So any feedback you have, any ideas, send it to us and we will work with you to make this
chegou.
And now, we said there's another mob coming later, but I think it's time for a new mob coming to the Caves and Cliffs update.
It is. And this is a very scary mob. And it lives in like the deepest of the underground, in the deep dark. And this is a very dark place. And the cool thing is that this mob is very well adapted to the environment. So it can't see anything. It's the first blind mob in Minecraft. And that's very interesting because it gives such interesting mechanics. So instead, it will react to vibrations, just like the skulk sensor block. So if you aren't like very careful when you walk around in the deep dark, you might upset that mob.
Yeah, with this mob, we really wanted to make sure that we kind of recaptured that feeling of the first night of Minecraft. And like we can often forget that Minecraft can be a pretty scary game. So we wanted to make sure that we could kind of go back to that. I mean, caves can be scary, they're dark. And,
Eles falam assim que Minecraft não é um jogo de terror e eles querem garantir que as cavernas não fiquem um bagulho tão assustador assim.
Watch closely for the warden.
Mano, que mob é esse? Nossa, até eu tô com medo agora. Eita, tá ficando escuro. Mano, que mob é esse? Eu tô ficando com medo. Tem velas. Vai vir vela pro Minecraft agora? Caramba. Isso aqui é o Herobrine. Essa... Não tá ficando escuro. Ih, vai chegar alguém. O jogo tá ficando escuro. Ah, vai atualizar a textura da pedra? Outra... Que isso? Vai vir um boss novo? Mano, que da hora! Ah, ele é guiado. Ah, entendi. Ele é guiado pelo som. Ele é uma boa sorte. Tá, vai vir um mini boss novo. Mano, que da hora! Mano, ele dá muito dano! Ele dá muito dano! Vocês viram? Ele dá muito dano.
What did we just see?
It's a very different mob. I'm really excited for this because not only is it trying to be scary, it's, you know, we had to keep a balance to it. It was very challenging to design a mob like this. Another thing that's really important to note is in that video, I was wearing full netherite armor, so it's very powerful. You definitely want to watch out. Yeah.
Which I think also is such an interesting gameplay, because like if you want to, you can avoid it, but then you need to really be careful, like sneak all the time to not make.
Diz que
like,
tem que
any kind of
ter
movement
cuidado
that
com o
takes time,
mob.
but that's a lot of fun, and it's like feels scary, but in the good way.
And you wanted to kind of take everyone back to that first night experience with the Warden.
Absolutely. I mean, I had such an amazing experience when I first played Minecraft. Like, it was terrifying listening to zombies underneath my house and in the caves, and hopefully we can bring that back to players, but, you know, 10 years later.
Yeah. But that would be just amazing, because you hear so many lovely first night stories. It's such a big thing, and I mean, I'm also very fond of my first night in Minecraft, so we hope to give that experience again.
But you really balance sort of the look of it. It's like, it's almost cute, but also really, really terrifying. How did you decide?
Yeah. We actually worked a lot on, how does scariness look in Minecraft? We want it to be very
Tá,
scary.
é um mob, ele...
Take away from the scariness.
A intenção dele não é ser um mob assustador, é só ser desafiador. Pelo que eu entendi.
And some actually reacted like, oh, it's so cute, which I think it's more scary, but I think we find like the perfect balance.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really has character.
Yes, definitely. Well, you've been sitting up here. You just announced an update that everyone has been waiting for, and we actually have some tweets that have come in.
A pessoa tá mostrando Twitter.
That's amazing to see. So much excitement. Oh, even more tweets.
Estão demonstrando feliz.
It's lovely.
Esse dia chegou, cara. Esse dia chegou.
Together with the community, and now to see that people are so happy, that feels so good.
Yeah, honestly, this is such a privilege to work on a game like this and an
falando
update
assim
like
que é muito
this,
legal demonstrar
we just love this
felicidade.
game and we want to make the best update that we can for everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Agnes and Brandon. That was a lot of amazing new things. Don't forget that we have another segment full of even more cave updates later on in the show. Now let's head on to our Minecraft Live correspondent, Vubui. I hear he has a first look at something you all voted into the game.
Começou o voto. Aí. A votação.
Minecrafters of the world. I'm Vubui, and I'm here once again to help all of you at home to choose a mob that will go into Minecraft. But first, we have a message from our good friend Max Brooks, author of our first Minecraft novel, with some exciting news.
Hey Minecraft community, it's Max Brooks, author of Minecraft The Unknown. Thank you so much for embracing my book, and I hope you enjoy the sequel, Minecraft The Mountain, where our character leaves the
Daniel, a atualização das cavernas é real. Pera.
and discovers another castle.
Tá, vai vir um livro novo agora. Mano, tem um livro do Minecraft oficial, tá ligado?
The Mountain, coming out in 2021, available
Tô
for pre-order
entendendo.
right now.
Tá, vem em 2021, a pré-venda tá disponível.
That sounds awesome! Another Minecraft novel, and this one's called The Mountain. Speaking of mountains, remember last year's vote? It was a fierce competition, but the mountains won after 2 intense rounds of voting. Well, I have a sneak peek into what your vote is bringing to Minecraft.
Tá, agora ele vai mostrar.
The Caves and Cliffs update.
Olha a cabra.
They're both mischievous and
Tá. Cabra. Tá, pelo que eu entendi, parece que a atualização das montanhas vai vir junto. Nossa! Vai vir junto com a atualização das cavernas.
Better mountain generation with spectacular and more dramatic mountains with height-dependent generation. That means things like tree lines and mountaintops.
Nossa, olha as montanhas, velho.
Lots of snow and ice. And speaking of snow, yes, it will be snowier. We will also have a new block called powder snow, which will be a kind of trap block. It looks similar to snow, but if you or a mob walk on it, you will fall right through. Now let's talk about this year's vote.
Tá, vamos.
3 awesome mobs for you to
Tá, estavam falando da atualização das montanhas.
We once again have Tiny Agnes and Tiny Jens. Let's see what they have to show.
Tá. Aqui, a
Bees and moonblooms are friends, just like we are, right, Agnes?
These friendly cows live in the flower forest biome, yellow as sunshine and covered in beautiful flowers. What's not to like about these beautiful bovines?
We are friends, right, Agnes?
Tá.
Why do we have to record these videos on an actual mountain? They are animated.
The isolager is a new illager that lives on mountain tops. It's a hostile mob that attacks you with clouds of flying ice.
You did pack the supplies we need to survive the night up here, right, Jens? Do you ever wish Minecraft's oceans were glowier?
Not me. I always wish for world peace.
Sure you do. Well, wish no more. Meet the glow squid. Wow.
What was I meant to say again? Vote for Minecraft?
Can't talk. Must admire glow.
Agnes, Jens, it's really distracting. They're so tiny and they're so susceptible to
Tá, vai começar a votação.
Hopefully that won't happen to you. Now let's go over how...
Ué, uma ligação?
Hello? Oh, hi, Tiny Agnes. Yeah, no, I'm live right now. Oh, okay. Well, you really shouldn't read too many internet comments. But, okay, I'll tell him. Okay, bye. Tiny Agnes would like everyone to know that she and Tiny Jens are, in fact, good friends. Okay, where was I? And why do people keep leaving phones around the studio? Now, let's go over how you can be a part of what is likely to be an epic showdown. Don't let this decision be made without your voice. Be ready to cast your votes.
Tá, começou. Acho que começou. Peraí.
Go to twitter.com,
Deixa eu ver se já começou.
and make sure you're logged in.
Tá.
I'll let you know when the voting starts.
Ainda não, ainda não, ainda não. F5, F5, F5.
To find the latest
Ué, pausou a live? Ah, pausou.
Think careful decision, then click on the mob you want to make it
Tá.
into Minecraft.
Achei que F5 recarregava.
Voting sessions, and I'll let you know when each one begins.
Tá,
For
vamos ver,
now,
vamos ver, vamos
just
ver.
be ready and keep
Não,
dreaming of
ainda
victory
não.
for your favorite mob.
Ainda não. Ainda não. Tá. Agora novidades da Minecraft Earth.
My name is Yesenia Cisneros, and I am the gameplay producer from Minecraft Earth. I am so excited to be a part of Minecraft Live this year and to share this wonderful experience with you, our amazing community. It's been so fun seeing what you've been doing with the game. I've seen lots of
Tá,
creation
começa daqui a alguns minutos, não começou ainda. Ah,
I mean, wow. While everyone has been discovering new hobbies, I have been logging in each day to collect a new adventure crystal, which lets me play life-size adventures in augmented reality in various parts of the
peraí, eu não sei se gera ego. Peraí, já volto.
Dogs are very confused, to say the least. It seems like I'm not the only one who's been going on lots of adventures. We've had more than 5 million adventures played throughout early access. Holy moly, that is amazing! I've also been completing season and daily challenges to collect mobs, even more adventure crystals, and exclusive character creator items that can also be used in Bedrock. Sometimes, when the weather is just right in my house, lightning strikes, and a new mob is made. Later this month, we have 2 new mobs joining Minecraft Earth, and I
Ai, voltei.
quite a splash. Speaking of mobs, our beloved Moobloom from Minecraft Earth has a chance to be brought into vanilla. How cool is that? Now,
Daniel, a atualização das cavernas é real. Confirmar aqui, é real. Aconteceu. A votação ainda não sei. A votação vai acontecer daqui a alguns momentos e é isso. Basicamente. Oi!
With that, I'm super excited to let you know
Que foi?
we're adding pistons and sticky pistons to Minecraft Earth. Be on the lookout next week for a content update, and I can't wait to see the awesome creations you make with blocks, items, and now redstone contraptions. Our friends Mumbo, Jumbo, and Grian recently took a Minecraft Earth road trip and made their own awesome creations. Let's get a sneak peek at what they discovered.
Hello everyone, my name's Mumbo, this is my friend Grian, and this is my 1974 VW bus.
There's no air conditioning, there's no heating,
There's no radio. There's no anti-locking brakes, no power steering.
I've owned it for about 4 years, and to be frankly honest, it's pants. Times were definitely different in the 1970s, so it's ridiculously slow, and it's definitely lacking some of the modern comforts you would usually expect to find in a car these days.
We are embarking on a grand tour of England, going from the south coast up to Wales, and it's going to take us 3 whole days.
Oi, que eu perdi.
Mate, would you class that as a grand tour?
Well, yes, we have no radio, so it's going to feel a lot longer.
Mano, que eu perdi?
See, this isn't a regular road trip in a rubbish old van. This is a Minecraft Earth road trip in a rubbish old van. With Minecraft Earth being a game you can play on the move, we thought we would travel to a bunch of different locations in the UK. Some of them are iconic, some of them just feel very Minecrafty, and some of them are barely linked to Minecraft at all. But we just really wanted to go to them, so we did.
Oh, he took it out on the guy next to him.
We also had to go integrating Minecraft Earth with real life. Minecraft Earth Frisbee is a bit of a challenge.
Sorry.
Minecraft Earth Badminton can be quite dangerous to onlookers.
Sorry, Josh.
And real life sand blocks are alarmingly difficult to construct.
If I just film this angle.
Esse cara tentou construir blocos.
All in all, though, the road trip was a huge success and we had a lot of fun.
Bloco de
You can
areia.
expect to see the full-length episodes appearing on our channels very, very soon.
Wow, it looks like Mumbo Jumbo and Grian had quite the Minecraft Earth adventures. At Mojang Studios, we've also been making more original content than ever before on our Minecraft YouTube channel. Our goal is to create shows that give you insight.
Tá, parece que vai ter show novos no canal do Minecraft. E é pra gente ficar ligado.
Which honestly feels sort of risky. And guess what? We have lots more awesome Minecraft content on the way. Here's a look at what shows you'll find on our channel.
Here's 10 things you didn't know about
Yo to the yo-yo. My name is Jens, I'm here.
Wait, no! Stop!
How can Steve punch cactus without getting hurt?
I know cactus has pricklies, but punching a tree probably hurts too.
Everyone just starts panicking.
Isso é pegadinha de primeiro de abril? Oxê.
Please like and subscribe. I've always wanted to say that. But really, you should. It's good stuff. In 2017, you voted for the terror that is the Phantom, and I personally have not forgiven you for that. In 2018, the tiger.
Tá falando os
fantastic foxes. Last year, it was the mountains, with our soon-to-be friends.
Tá falando quem ganhou as votações nos últimos anos.
This year. Let's review our choices once more. I was inspired
Tá,
by
começou.
the amazing handcrafted
Acho que
things
começou.
I've seen made by our community over the years.
Vamos ver.
So I decided to make my own versions of our 3 mob choices.
Não, ainda não começou.
Hi, babies. For illustrative purposes.
Não sou só esse aula,
3 months each. Anyway, all the way from Minecraft Dungeons, we have the Iceologer. They make clouds of ice that smash down on whomever they are attacking. Not quite as chill as they look. From Minecraft Earth, we have the adorable Moo Bloom. I hear they may come with a new flower, the Buttercup, and I'm pretty sure they'll be best pals with bees. Also from Minecraft Earth, the Glow Squid. As the tiny trio will surely attest, they sure are distracting to look at. The first voting poll is now live on the Minecraft Twitter account. Make sure you're logged in. Go to the
Tá,
poll right now.
começou. Agora é oficial.
We'll check back in before we start the second and final poll. Now, though, I'd like to welcome
Não, ainda não.
to talk about the dungeoniest Minecraft game ever, Minecraft Dungeons. Hello, Laura.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Very excited that you're here.
Não, achei que tinha começado.
What do you do at Mojang Studios?
I am a game designer, which means
Ela é
I am
game
the one that gets
designer.
to decide how difficult the bosses are. So I'm sorry about that one. You can blame me for that.
I think people will blame you for that.
That's okay.
While I have you here on the stage, which mob are you voting for?
I think if I don't say I am voting for the Isolager, my team will kill me. So, but it's an amazing mob. It brings a lot of fun to Dungeons, and I think it will bring a lot of fun to Minecraft as well.
Okay. I figured you would say that, but I had to ask. So tell me about the launch of Dungeons this year.
Oh wow, that was quite the ride. It was such a crazy launch. I don't think anybody in the team expected to ever release a game from home. So we were all sitting in this like massive.
Diz que o pessoal não estava muito confiante com o lançamento do jogo. Do Dungeons.
It was fun in a different way.
What would you say was your favorite thing from the release?
I think it was how people came together to play the game. It was very fun to see parents like show their children dungeon crawlers and children show their parents Minecraft. I don't know, it was very nice to see everyone just sit together and play and enjoy.
That sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look at what the community has done with what's come out so far.
Yeah.
Cannot actually believe that we got close to the end and it was like, nope. Well, time to be blown up by more creepers. They absolutely hate you, there's creepers. Oh yeah, Tom, you're welcome to join actually.
待って結構減った最後殴りに行っていいお前おら
So the Village Merchant, a really cool merchant, simple, straightforward items, and definitely a nice addition to the game, a good replacement for the Wandering Trader. Now let's go check in with our friend the Blacksmith here. This is definitely something that I'm looking forward to because this is one of the coolest things that has possibly come to the game.
Oh, Vinícius! Olha o Vinícius!
Que isso, Davizinho já tá me ressuscitando.
Oh boy.
What the fuck?
Right, I see what's going on here.
Väldigt bra! Hazmat-suit! Hör du? Vänta tills jag har min raket du! Du ska få spö då! Nu jäklar ska ni få spö. Skya!
Stop killing the pandas, you monster! Stop killing the pandas!
Oh, we have to save
Wait.
villagers!
Our villager's right there. You are free, villager.
We must find the caravan of other villagers.
Ooh, I got invisibility potion.
What is that?
와, 맵 엄청 많이 생겼네 이번에. 크리퍼까지 깼고 늪지, 목장, 협곡, 레드스톤 광산? 여기 거의 끝판대장급 아니야? Holy smokes! Boom! Right?
Yeah. I put my Oh, look! There's a pig. Kill the pig!
Oh no!
Red!
Oh god!
That looks so fun.
Yeah, it's so cool to see people have fun with the game.
And it's fun to play and watch.
Yes, I hope so at least.
But this week, you also had another launch.
Oh, this month it's been a crazy month. Like we haven't stopped doing things, I feel. We released first the Creeping Winter together with our new merch.
Estão falando da DLC que vão lançar.
Awesome. I hope everyone loved it. We launched for xCloud, so now people can play on mobile, which is so fun. I really like that. And this week we just launched in China, so now we get to welcome our Chinese friends to the community, and I am super happy about that.
That's really exciting. Well, now we have a question from the community for you.
Right.
ということで私から質問です。マインクラフトダンジョンズをリリースされてから開発者が想定していなかったファンの反応やゲームの仕様などありましたでしょうか。またマインクラフトダンジョンズの今後について教えてください。今後どのようなコンテンツがリリースされるのでしょうか。ぜひ教えてください。よろしくお願いします。
Okay, he kind of snuck two questions into that.
Yes, but they were.
Nem entendi a pergunta, mas ok. Nem li. Ai.
Regarding the first question, I think we were very excited to see how fast people found the secret mushroom level. Like, I was very confused about it as well, because we had worked very hard on making it very secretive and having little snippets of things everywhere. But
Ai, começou. Nossa, começou.
So fast. So if you
Ainda
haven't
bem.
played the mushroom level.
What the fuck? O Astrologer tá perdendo?
And the second question?
Right. So that's what we are here to
Começou
today.
já.
We're going to talk about our upcoming DLC that we prepared with our friends at Double 11, and that's called the Howling Peaks. So
Peraí,
we're going
já
to
volto.
the mountains with dungeons as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a look at some live gameplay?
Yeah, let's check it out. We are very lucky today that we have 4 members of the Dungeons team with us. Here's Mariana at the Nintendo Switch. Hello. Here's Chris at the PC. Here's David at the PlayStation 4. And at the Xbox One, we have Annika. So we're going to show you here for the first time cross-play, which we're very excited about. So people can play together from everywhere. And yeah, that's the
cross-play
at the mountains biome. Coming to Dungeons.
Already I see a goat right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were so happy. We asked the Minecraft team if we could bring goats to Dungeons and they said yes.
Vai ter cosplay?
We released them a bit first in Dungeons. We're super excited about that. They're equally as mischievous. Yes.
So I see a lot of wind coming out of these grates.
Yes. Wind is a mechanic that we're going to explore a lot in the mountains missions. And the players will be both challenged by it and will be able to use it. So the wind will push the player, so you need to be a bit careful, but at the same time you'll be able to use it to solve puzzles, push items, and open doors and stuff like that. So, yeah.
That's awesome. What is this we're looking at?
Right, so yeah, our mountains biomes are so tall that the player will need to find new ways to traverse the levels. So that's a mountain lift, and there's gonna be full of like these little contraptions all around.
Peraí.
That seems like a really fun new mechanic.
Yes. Yeah, the goats are all around, and you need to be careful with them.
Yeah, I saw them attack.
Yes, they're really gonna push you out of the edge if you're not too careful.
So leave the goats alone.
Yes, leave the goats alone. That's very important. And as you'll see in a bit, the iceologers that you can find in this mission and in all the mountains missions are very ready for the weather. So they are wearing their little cozy clothes and they're wind resistant, which means that while the player will be challenged by the wind, the iceologers won't.
Oh, what are these?
These are new mobs called the wind callers, and that's a Ravager coming for the first time to Minecraft Dungeons. That's another Minecraft mob that we get to welcome. They're quite sturdy.
What do the wind callers do?
Right, the wind callers spawn a draft of wind right under the player, and they push the player up, so the player gets fall damage.
Okay.
It's very important to deal with them quick or run away because they're gonna be painful to combat otherwise.
Well, they're doing a pretty good job against these wind callers.
Yes, our adventurers are strong.
Okay, 3 Ravagers.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one. But so far, I can see that all the consoles are working very neatly together. We're super happy about that. It's been progressing very nicely, and we hope everyone can soon play together. Oh, that was an iceologer. I wanted to say, like, that's my favorite mob, but...
Tá, estão jogando aqui. Acho que eu não perdi nada.
Alright, we're leading up to this big Ravager battle.
Yes. But I think we can let our adventurers deal with the Ravagers.
Not very well.
No. Yeah.
So, with all of this, you also have a new game mode coming.
Yeah, the game mode is coming very, very soon, and it's going to be for all the players for free, and that's called Apocalypse Plus, which means that we're making the game just, harder a bit at a time. Yeah.
When you call something Apocalypse, it sounds very hard.
Yeah, and Apocalypse Plus means that it gets even harder. So hopefully players get to find new challenges, and we found different ways to tweak the balance so the challenge is different every time.
But, okay, that's a lot of stuff. We're working on even more new things for Dungeons.
We're working on a ton of stuff. I feel we've been so busy. It's crazy. But yeah, we have today a little video with a lot of work in progress. Work in progress, though.
Very work in
progress. But yeah, I think we should look at the video.
Wait, that's my line.
I'm sorry.
Montagem pré-alpha. Ah, essa música é do Nether, lembrei. Não, eu gosto bastante dessa música. Ah, você vai no The no Dungeons agora?
One of my favorite things we do at Mojang Studios is Minecraft Education Edition. Students around the world
Tá, agora vai falar do Minecraft Education.
Using the game as a learning-based platform. Students and teachers in 115 countries around the world are able to collaborate, learn, and share together. Minecraft has always been a way to connect people, and we've seen that now more than ever with Minecraft Education Edition.
Meu Deus, tá uma briga aqui.
When you're in the game,
Vamos ver quem tá
you don't
ganhando.
feel so far away from your classmates.
Tá.
From creating graduation ceremonies in Japan, to creating first date orientations for American universities, to teachers doing virtual meetups. We've seen students and teachers using the game in incredible ways. Today, we're launching our first ever Minecraft Education Edition Global Challenge for students around the world to build a better world with us.
Over the past few months, we've seen wildlife roam through cities while humans stayed inside. Without cruise ships and ferries around, dolphins visited the port of Cagliari in Sardinia, Italy, and wild boar roamed the streets of Barcelona. But what if animals could share space with humans all the time? Today, we're kicking off the first ever Minecraft Education Global Build Championship and asking students around the world to design and build healthy
Vai ter campeonato agora de construção.
together. What will you build?
Hey, I'm Ayana. I'm a developer in the Minecraft team. If I were to participate in the Global Build Challenge, I'd build a series of underwater tubes so we could transport things without disturbing the aquatic life.
Hello everyone, I'm OMG Chad, and if I were to design a build for the Global Championship, I would make a house with a habitat for my cats on top, and I would call it a habitat.
どうもこんにちは、カーボンです。僕だったら日本っぽい建築で勝負したい。
Hola, nosotros somos los hermanos Leo y si estuviéramos participando en la dinámica mundial de Minecraft construiríamos unas viviendas camufladas con la vegetación del entorno para que los animales no se espanten. ¡Participa!
Design and build your own solution in Minecraft Education Edition. For the chance to win Mine Coins, awesome Minecraft gear, and a video chat with Mojang Studios. The championship opens today.
Ganha Minecons, acessórios do Minecraft, monte de coisa.
You can register today and download the Championship World Template. We can't wait to see your amazing ideas.
Mano, tá muito 666 mil votando.
Chatting with you, no matter who wins. For those of you who don't have Education Edition, we have something for you too. Our education team has already added amazing free lessons to Minecraft Marketplace. We've also been working with some amazing educators on a new series about diversity and inclusion coming this fall.
Hi, Minecraft Live. I'm Kenneth Shelton, and along with my fellow educators, Felisa Ford and Natasha Rochelle, we've been building a series of Minecraft lessons that will help people explore topics of social justice, equity, identity, and tolerance. The first of these lessons is called Good Trouble, and it's based on the life and philosophy of Congressman and civil rights activist John Lewis. The additional lessons continue teaching about social justice from across the world and through time, from Black Lives Matter to Malala's quest in Pakistan to achieve equal education for girls, to the civil rights movement of 1960s America, to the women's suffragette movement, and more. We can't wait to share these important lessons with the Minecraft community.
I'm looking forward to playing through the Good Trouble lessons myself. Together with the Minecraft community, we commemorated Juneteenth with contributions to the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, Equal Justice Initiative, and the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. We're proud to continue supporting organizations that fight for equity and equality in the world by making an additional donation today to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. This brings our 2020 contributions to over $2 million. Beyond this, we continue to look within our company, our products, and ourselves for how we can help create a more inclusive world.
Tá.
Now it's time for a brand new segment of our show. You may have missed our next guest during the Minecraft update segment, but not to worry. You're about to get some dedicated time with the one and only Jeb. Hello.
Hello. Thank you very much.
It was very different not having you in the Minecraft update section.
Yes, it's a little bit different this year since we always want the ones that are actually working on the features of the games to be the ones to get to talk about them, because we feel that it gets more genuine in that way.
So what are you working on then?
Yeah, that's a good question. No, of course, I still spend a lot of time with Vanilla and Agnes and the team, but I now work with all our projects, all our games, and like the board games, and try to support our developers and designers to capture the Minecraft feeling and make them fit together. But honestly, everyone's so talented, so it's actually quite an easy job. But to help everyone, both in Stockholm and in Redmond, I wrote a book, a Minecraft game design book.
Are you trying to sell that to everyone in the audience watching?
No, this is only for Mojang Studios employees. It contains a lot of secrets. But it was helpful.
Livro
to kind of
livro do game design do Mine?
About Minecraft. And for Vanilla particular, there are some guiding principles that are going to help us continue updating the game for many years to come.
But you did decide to share some today, so people can kind of see what's in the Jeb game design book.
Absolutely. So one of these guiding principles is it sounds obvious, but that is it's always one block at a time. You place one block, you remove one block, you pull one lever, and you trigger one TNT, and of course that causes a big explosion. But at the core, the interaction is always one block at a time. And it's not only important for the way you play the game, but it's also if you're playing together with someone, let's say you're building a house or something, then I will be able to observe what you're doing and quickly understand where you're going. And then I can help you, and every block counts. If you would just copy-paste or make templates and such, then it would be a little bit harder to collaborate.
Mano, tô quieto porque eu não sei comentar ainda.
To create your massive castle or whatever. But so it's important to retain that feeling.
And you have another principle, but it applies pretty directly to a community question that we have.
你会加入更多天气或者自然灾害到我的世界中吗？像是暴风雪或者是大雾天气。
我的世界的中国玩家，大家好，感谢你的提问。
Wow, yes.
Yes, the Chinese community inspired me to try to take on a new language, but I have a long way to go, honestly. But about the question, if we're going to add things like natural disasters, that kind of contradicts one of our other guiding principles, that bad things happen, but they're technically the player's fault.
Okay, they're the player's fault.
Yes, in the sense that it was either caused by a player, like a griefer or summoning in the wither, or a player was nearby, such as when a creeper explodes. So whenever something bad happens, we want to make sure that the players are either actively taking part of that or have a way to prevent it from happening. And an earthquake or a tornado would obviously destroy something that you've spent hours building.
But there's definitely a few I can think of that maybe fall outside of this principle.
There are still a few cases, like Endermen can grab a block and...
Quanto tempo falta para acabar a votação?
Redstone, or you can have an unlucky wolf running into
Vai acabar.
your
Daqui a minuto.
garden. But there's also the worst thing is, of course, lightning strikes that can set your whole house on fire. But I'm hoping that Agnes and the team may have...
Eu acho que vai ter segundo turno. Eu acho que vai ter segundo turno.
So what's the last feature you were active in developing?
Yes, the last feature I did was the netherite feature. I thought that was a very important part of the nether update and wanted to help where I can. But I don't want to, since I'm working with so many different projects now, I don't want to do something halfways and then kind of leave it to the team to fix my bugs. So I try to be a little bit hands-off. But recently I've, of course, also been working a little bit on making combat test snapshots.
That leads us to another community question.
Hey, I'm Dan TDM, and I would love to know what kind of combat mechanic changes are being made to Minecraft Java Edition.
Yes,
That's an
excellent question. We currently have a problem that...
Eu nem tinha prestado atenção, só tô prestando atenção no voto, tá ligado?
Mechanics or combat systems. And that's bad both for us as designers that have to take both systems into account, but also bad for the community that wants to...
Eu acho que no primeiro turno...
So the main objective is to reach parity. But I still want to make sure that we make
O Lula brilhoso vai ganhar no primeiro turno. Eu acho que vai ter segundo.
Building that doesn't distract too much from building, but still gives us this depth that allows us to design interesting behaviors. Also, I want to make sure that it works good in both player versus environment. That means adventuring and players versus player. And I want to make sure that it feels good playing both with mouse and keyboard. And when you're on a controller, you don't get tired by frequently pressing the trigger.
Tá, perdemos o primeiro turno.
I want to improve touch.
Acho que vai ter segundo turno.
So it's a lot to do.
E é isso.
But you said you weren't working on feature development. But
yeah, it's
you
true.
are working on combat?
Yes, I mean, of course, it's a little bit hard to keep your hand out of the feature cookie jar. But in this case, I also felt that this was an area where I could help the team, so they could focus on doing the content updates. But at some point in the future, I will, of course, dump this on the team.
Okay, so exactly what you said you don't want to do.
Yes, and they will have to carry it over the finish line. Yes.
Nice. Now, speaking of combat, we just had a really cool announcement about Alex and Steve coming to Super Smash Brothers.
Yes, and that is so amazing. And just like I said,
Super Smash Brothers.
Job gets easy because everyone's so talented, and just in this case, Sakurai-san and his team they really understand Minecraft and have made an absolutely amazing Super Smash Brothers fighter.
And Sakurai has also made a really amazing video for all of us in the community.
マインクラフトライブをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。大乱闘スマッシュブラザーズディレクター、空の桜井正宏です。スマブラにマインクラフトのダウンロードコンテンツが導入されます。スティーブやアレックスが参戦することが決定し、マインクラフトライブ前に特別放送をお届けしたのですが、見ていただけたでしょうか。もしまだの方はぜひご覧ください。スマブラとぐらいマインクラフトのスピンオフとしても相当にすごい踏み込んだ表現を行っています。発売までもう少しだけお時間いただきます。
Disponível no dia 3 de outubro por $5,99.
戦う。アレックスがピカチュウと戦う。ゾンビやエンダーマンをアクションゲームで操作できる。リンクやカード、
olha o Enderman rebaixado.
など有名キャラクターとの共演が楽しめます。そして私も、マインクラフトファンの一人です。マインクラフトライブでの、発表を楽しみにしています。それでは
That was a really big secret to keep.
Yes, and it was a really hard secret to keep even in the studio because it was super secret. But it has been so much fun to work on.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the community reaction.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna switch gears here. You have a sort of famous saying within the office, which is the world would be a better place if everyone played Minecraft. And why do you think that?
Yeah, I suppose the quote has kind of gotten a life of its own.
It definitely has.
But yes, I think Minecraft unleashes people's creativity and helps them collaborate, but also teaches them things like geometry, languages, and maths. So yes, I do think that the world would be a better place if everyone played Minecraft. But I know that you also are very engaged in building a better world.
You're interviewing me now, Jens. Thanks. I mean, I think I feel so privileged to work on Minecraft because of all the amazing things that people do with it, from Education Edition, and something I'm extremely passionate about is Block by Block, which is our partnership with UN Habitat, and it's really helping people reimagine their public space and then have it built.
Kosovo
I
2020.
love this place. It's such a nice area, but it has not always been like this.
Kosovo
Well,
2015.
before, the area felt very cold and unsafe. Basically, it was just an abandoned place.
Block by Block is a program created by Mojang and UN Habitat where we use Minecraft to help community members redesign their neighborhoods. Kosovo has been impacted by years of conflict, and in those situations, we often see communities divided and public spaces neglected.
It was a really cool project because even the little kids like me could help out with make the city a better place.
They got to use Minecraft to sketch and try different solutions about how the space could be improved.
Mano, que legal, usaram Minecraft pra planejar bagulho da cidade.
Help the city while just playing.
After that, the ideas were presented to local architects and city planners, and later that year, construction started.
Mano, que da hora.
It's been 5 years since we participated in the program, and the street since then has become more developed and it is now more frequented than before. It seemed kind of unbelievable that this was made with Minecraft. So seeing my own idea as a kid, changing a whole area in my
Mano, que legal, que da hora.
It's unbelievable that we were able to make reality what was once only an idea in our computer screen.
Finally, decision makers have changed their perspective because maybe they realize that we can make a change.
In a democracy, you want the people who live in that community to be asked about what's going to happen in that community. So this is a perfect example. The community was asked, the community decided, the community designed, and the community is using it.
I'm probably going to be like really happy and be like, hey friends, I made this. I walk here almost every day, and every time I see it and I see a lot of
Mano, que da hora.
I'm here, it's a very gratifying feeling.
I just hope it will become real as soon as possible. So the reaction of the community was great, and to me it was a great feeling which I'll never forget.
I came up with a skate park idea and some trees surrounding the park.
It is possible to change the world and make your dreams come true.
It felt like I was being heard, and being heard and listened to is one of the best feelings that you can feel.
Block by block. Mano, que da
I
hora.
was able to go to Kosovo at the start of that project, and it's just amazing to see the transformation using Minecraft.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yes.
Jens, you must have seen a lot of amazing things because you're about to hit your 10-year anniversary at Mojang Studios in like 2 or 3 months.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, it has been an amazing journey these 10 years, and I have had so much fun working on Minecraft. But of course, I'm also a Minecraft player, and we're all like with the community. And in the end, it's really the players and the community that gives everything its purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. And from myself as part of the community, I just want to say, like, thank you for the 10 years and all that you've done for Minecraft. It's made a huge difference in my life and I think many people watching right now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jens. Last
Tá.
year at Live, we announced the Nether update. Maybe since then you've been wondering about what it would be like to attend a Nether ballet. Wonder no more. Our friends at Element Animation will dance us through all the new Nether features.
Uma animação? Vai resumir a última atualização? Acho que sempre tem uma animação resumindo a atualização anterior. Morreu. Mano, é muito boas as animações do Mine. Vixe. Aí, vamos lá. Eu sei que o... Vamos ver.
The results of the first round of voting are in. The round which determined which mob's dreams would be dashed, with no hope of making it into the final round.
Tá, agora vem o segundo turno.
But sadly, let's all say a fond farewell to the poor moon.
Foi legal enquanto você durou.
Then forget it ever existed, because it's time to vote again. We are now down to the Isolager and the Glow Square.
Tá, começou o segundo turno.
They were
Oi!
quite interested to see
Ah!
where the voters of the Mooblim will go. If you missed the first round of voting, make sure you get in on this one. It determines which one of these two makes it into Minecraft. I know who I'll be voting for. The final voting poll is live now. This is your chance to have a say in what goes into Minecraft. So don't leave yourself out. Log into Twitter and go vote.
Tá, parece que já tá disponível.
Hello, I'm Quinn, head of the Marketplace Partner Program, and I'm joined by two of my favorite people. How about you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Fanny. I'm a developer on the Creator Assistance team, and what we do is create tools for our creator community. And some of them are very visible, and we're going to talk about them later. Some others are more behind the scenes and that help our creators make content that is more efficient and reliable, like the schedule command that is coming out soon.
Yep. I'm Jason. I'm a developer in the engine team, and we've been responsible for a lot of the modding type capabilities that have come to Bedrock over the last couple of years.
That's super cool. So your teams help make creator tools for all of our incredible marketplace partners all around the world to help make content for you.
Deixa eu ver.
From Picky Studios here in Aotearoa. A team of 3 making content for the marketplace and Minecraft education.
Ah, é um daqueles estúdios que fazem bagulho no conteúdo.
I'm Beanie from Zombini, and I run a small studio based in California. We create lots of marketplace content, and I've been making
Peraí.
tutorials for the last 7 years to teach others how to make their own Minecraft skins.
Magandang umaga, Minecraft Live. My name is Mark from Kubo Studios, and we are 15 working here in the Philippines.
Ah, bagulho do Marketplace. Legal. Nossa, que ano é esse?
Games, and we are 38 people working here in England.
Hi, Minecraft Live. This is Lizcraft, and we hope you like our stuff on the marketplace.
everyone. I cannot believe I'm part of Minecraft Live this year. My name is Yasser, aka Stark TMA from MC Texels, and we are super excited about the new updates.
Ah, mano, peraí. Será que tem... Ah, mano, tem no Brasil, que foda!
Oi, Minecraft Live. Eu sou o Gabriel, diretor da Irene Studios, e a gente tem cerca de 5 participantes na nossa equipe. Somos todos brasileiros.
Tem português. Ah, Inglaterra. Chicken Block.
I'm Vicky, also known as Geeky Pixels from
Nether
Studios,
Princess.
and I get to spend my days making content and working with awesome people.
Israel.
Hey, I'm Warren from Guycraft, and we are 20 people working here in Israel. Shalom.
And the best part is all these features can be used by all creators. So what do you have to show us today?
Yeah, so for the last couple of years, we've been doing a lot of work with the entities in the game. So this time, we've doubled down.
Aí, começou a votação.
So as part of that, I made a custom crop to kind of show
Okay.
So over the summer, everyone in tomato seeds to try and grow a tomato plant at home. So I thought that was kind of the perfect inspiration to go make a crop. So you can interact, you can place the seeds, use the crops. See, they're kind of growing. We got a couple of them getting to the flower stage. Got a few now that I can actually go pick. So in this case, I've made them work like the sweet berry bush, where you can just right-click on them. But I think tomatoes taste disgusting, so I thought it was better to make them as something you can throw. So Quinn and I had some fun. We were throwing them around. It's harmless, or sort of, yes.
Totally harmless.
Yeah.
You knocked me in the lava.
It was mostly by accident. But tomatoes will actually rot on the
Não tem tomate? Ah, não, isso é Adam.
If they rot for too long, you get a little rotten tomato monster that can spawn from it. So I'm gonna fight him off here. But yeah, he throws rotten tomatoes. They don't fly as far as a regular tomato, but they knock you back a lot more. But kind of based off all this stuff, I think tomatoes maybe aren't the best idea. So I'm gonna get rid of all my plants and never grow them again.
Yeah, I agree with you on this one. So all these
healthy.
It's true, they are pretty healthy. So with all of these new custom crops, creators can go and make some really cool kind of like farming style maps.
Oh, definitely. So like, I think crops are a great example of showing off how they all can kind of come together, because you get the items that you can get there. Normally you would eat the item, but or you can make projectiles. But they also have the ability to get events that are fired from things like a tick event. So as that event is fired, you can make the block run through multiple stages of growth, and eventually get to the point where like you can choose like what loot spawns at various stages of growth and stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool how you could like interact with them like a normal berry bush, but then get the tomato out.
Yeah, it's just it's an interactive event that you can key into.
Yeah, and then there's a tomato monster there at the end too.
Yeah, I call him Tomo.
Little Tomo, it's so cute. It's not even scary, but yeah, it's an example of what you can do with them combining events and commands. That's one of the features that our creators have requested for so long, just having commands to be able to run them when something happens.
Nossa, nem que estão falando.
Also, in addition to doing it with actors, you can also do it with blocks and items. In this case, as the flower is rotting, you can disappear that crop and also summon a tomato monster, a Tomo monster.
Yes. Well, that's really cool, because like I can totally see creators like using all of those combinations of features to make some like really cool like adventures.
Ah, mano, eu acho que o Astrologer não vai ganhar.
The little adventure that we can show you, where we were going to the desert, and then we found this mysterious golden skull and also an equally mysterious pedestal in the middle of the desert. So we decided to place our golden skull over there and see what happened. And yes, we have a mountain that is hollow. And as the brave warriors that we are, we went exploring. And obviously, we found some creepy monsters inside. Luckily, we found a custom sword to fight them.
What the fuck?
Oh,
that helps. I'm not sure if we even survived that.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very safe.
No, not at all.
But that pedestal, I know that's one of the most requested features, block models.
Yeah, so I've been super excited that we finally be able to get block models in. It's something we've been wanting to do for years, and we were finally able to work on them and get them in. So we got it working with using the same formats that we've been using for the entities, so the same tools that people have been using to build custom mobs, they can use to build the blocks with.
Oh, that's cool. So you don't even have to like learn a new skill. You can just continue.
No, it's almost identical.
That's awesome. And then I noticed on the hotbar with the golden skull, there was like a little red triangle. What was that?
Yes, it's a new feature that we're calling item lock. I don't know if you found yourself sometimes just going through some content and you have this special item and then you die and you lose it, or maybe you drop it accidentally. Now we've made it so that creators can actually lock something on your inventory so that when you die or you press Q, it won't go away. That way you don't lose your mysterious golden skull to unlock the next stage.
So nice.
I was gonna say that makes it super easy because I've definitely been in an adventure map and I lost the key on accident, and then I had to go and try and fix that.
Yes.
And then when you place the skull, there was a lot going on in the background.
Like there's 3 features to talk about right there. The first one is like we wanted to give more power to creators with cameras. And this one is just a small one where we just shake the screen. I don't know if you noticed that one. And then you can help players convey something like there's an earthquake going on, or maybe something is about to fall over you. So you can do that with this new cool.
Or dinosaurs.
Or dinosaurs.
Get a dinosaur steps.
Yes. The second one that we noticed there is structures. You can now place them using commands, whereas before you had to be using a structure block, which is more complicated and time-consuming. Now you can do it much more easily. And as part of those commands, you can now animate the structure placement. For those that know this, like the mountain was opening, and that was just a structure animating. We provide a couple of effects. One is just like...
Nossa, não tô entendendo nada que eles estão falando,
One
velho.
is layer by layer. And yeah, you can combine them to just achieve very cool effects.
Yeah, I can see like creators, using those to add just another level of polish to their world.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And then I recognize the scorpions.
Yeah, well, the desert theme, it felt appropriate to bring them back. They've always been one of my personal favorite custom mobs that I've ever built.
Yeah, but after watching that video for so long, I ended up having a nightmare about having to rescue my mom from some aliens riding scorpions. It was creepy.
I'm sorry, that was not the intention.
It was creepy and funny.
Yeah. Well, speaking of aliens, I know our team put together a really cool sci-fi parkour map that, they made you run through, Jason.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they knew this when they asked me to run through it, but I'm pretty awful at parkour. So it took a few tries to get a clean run through. But at the beginning here, it's a pretty typical sort of parkour map of running and jumping, but we definitely have some twists up ahead. And here's kind of the first one of, even I know I can't make that jump. So let's see what's in the chest. And we got a Sliminator. So I'm pretty sure you know what to do here. So now, hopefully, I will jump and be able to clear this gap. And please, yes. Make it up. So to get teleported to the next section, kind of make it along and see what next obstacle we have. So now I know the.
Mano, eles estão falando marketplace.
We got a Blockinator. And we'll throw that across and get a little platform. Now I can make this jump. Even I can make that jump. And we got the hot dog, or the cyber dog, and float up. But it poisoned me, so I needed to use the antidote to rescue me there. Make it across and get through here. Now we got a wall in the way, so let's see what tool we have to get through the wall. And insta presto, and get through here. Keep going along.
Eu acho que o Pilar de Gelo não vai ganhar. Acho que ele não vai ganhar.
Can't quite get to it, but that shaft up above looks promising, along with the ladder. So let's go up, see what we get here. Fall down, and block breaks. I can get to the teleporter. And Fanny's already there.
You made
of course.
Você morreu 89 vezes.
Wow,
86 times.
I love just the
pretty good.
aesthetic of that too as well, like all the art and things. So those teleport blocks, those seem like a really cool way to add like another level of immersion to the worlds you're creating.
Yeah, with data-driven items and blocks, we get so many new events that you can act on. Like, for example, in the case of the teleporters, you can step on it and then an event will trigger and you can react in so many ways. You can add particles, or in this case, for example, you run a series of commands that just teleport you to the next area.
That's awesome. And I love the Slaminator, the Blockinator, and the Magic Wand. I've never seen items do that before.
Yeah, so that's another example of how combining the same tools you can achieve so many different effects. For example, the Sliminator was just using the event and the fill command, right, to replace the blocks at the bottom with the slimes. Then the next one, we have the wand, and that one is just replacing blocks with air. And then we also had the Blockinator, which allowed you to walk by placing some blocks, replacing air with blocks. So just by combining events and the same command in different ways, which is
Yeah, so it's just small, little, simple things you can combine in lots of different ways and get a wide result.
And even that Blockinator allows you to make that jump. And then I also saw that there was, messing with mob effects too as well.
Yeah, so we've had an example of custom food in there, but in addition to just satisfying hunger like a food normally does, you can add and remove mob effects. So we had the Cyber Dog that gave 3 effects, the levitation, nausea, and poison. And then we had the Antidote that would actually only remove 2 of them. So unlike a bucket of milk that removes all mob effects, you can make things that remove very specific things.
Yeah, and then it seemed like you got, after you use that, or after you use the magic wand to get to that wall, it seemed like you were stuck, but there was something else that was going on there.
Oh yeah, so there is the block that was in my way. So we made it so that another one of these events, similar to the on step on, is we also have an on fall on. So in this case, it was just an on fall on, and you can set what distance you want the event to trigger. So you have to fall at least 10 blocks or something like that. And when you land on it, we then break the block, similar to what like the tomato plant and other things that we saw earlier.
Yeah, and it seemed like it took you quite a few tries to make it through, but Fanny was able to do it first try.
Yes, unlike others, 86 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one new feature that we have is that on raw text, you'll be able to show the names of the players that are of interest at that moment, and also show scores. Like in this case, we were tracking how many times Mayor was dying.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for coming on to the stage and talking a little bit about these creator tools and new features that are coming out. And with these new features, there's going to be a pretty amazing new thing coming out later this year for all Minecraft players.
Remember, GDL will not
que é isso?
be responsible in the event of a likely death.
Nossa.
Your descent will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Nossa. De graça. Mano, vai ter Marketplace no... Tá, mais novidades da atualização das cavernas.
A long time for this update, and if you thought the first set of features for the caves were awesome, it's time for even more awesomeness. Agnes and Nir from the Vanilla Minecraft gameplay team are here to tell us what else is coming to the Caves and the Cliffs update. Hello, welcome.
Hello. Hey.
Mais novidades. Aí.
So amazing. It's so awesome to finally be able to share that with everyone.
Yes, it feels great, and we have, looked a bit at tweets during the break, and
we have some more tweets.
We have more tweets.
Yes.
Wireless redstone.
Oh yeah.
Forward.
Yes. And there will be so many cool things to do with that. And the warden. It's amazing to see all the excitement.
It's so cool.
Ah, mano.
Nir, you recently joined the Mojang Studios team.
Yes, I joined this year. But honestly, I'm not completely sure how that happened. And not just joining Mojang. I'm not really sure how I'm here in Minecraft Live, because like just last year I was home, glued to the stream. I had to know what the next thing is coming to Minecraft, and today it's not only that I get to share that, I got to work on some of those things, so it's fairly incredible. But yeah, I've been developing games for a few years now. And more recently, I've actually worked with this non-profit organization called Games for Peace, which is an amazing organization which basically uses games to promote peace. Like he takes kids from areas of conflict all around the world and sits them down to play Minecraft. And sometimes it's kids that don't even share a language, so they can't talk. So Minecraft is the language they share. Minecraft is what helps them connect and get to know each other and creates friendships, right? And it was amazing being part of that.
It's so cool. I mean, sometimes I feel like, oh, I know all the amazing things that are happening with Minecraft. And then you described that to Agnes and I, and we both were like, we've never heard that. And it's so cool.
It's so beautiful.
Amazing.
Absolutely beautiful. So in this update, you've been really looking at like filling out the caves even more.
Yes, so there are even more things to show. And
Diz que tem mais coisas pra mostrar ainda.
It's a lot about like improving the journey underground, but of course we also want to add like new things to find, like new resources. And one of them are crystals.
Cristais? Tá. Ah, vai ter cristal agora. Ametista. Ah, que legal, vai ter cristal agora. Que da hora.
They're so beautiful.
Yes, that the moment you turn the corner and you see that glowing thing, that's so, it's
like
incredible.
The atmosphere in the crystal geode, it's like mystical. Yeah, they're so pretty. And we were thinking a lot about like what is the purpose for crystals in Minecraft? And one thing is like they should have a use, and we will talk more about one of the usages soon. The other thing is a lot about just adding a lot to the experience of exploring. And we want them to be quite rare, so when you find them, it's really gonna be like magical, because they're just beautiful. And you know, when you walk on the crystals, you hear these sounds.
Yeah, it's just, we talked before about the pillar of underground of Marvel. And I feel they're just the perfect feature for that sort of pillar, right?
But you can't just take them with you.
Right, so you can break the crystal plant we saw in the video, but they actually grow from a very special block. And that block is unobtainable. It's sort of like you think about spawners, right? You cannot just take it and put it in your base. It makes you go and build farms all around your world. And that also encourages you to create tunnels between them and find out ways of transferring those items from place to place. And I just love those sort of features that really encourage other gameplay in the game.
As an explorer myself, I'm very excited about finding all of these. And you mentioned a usefulness to them.
Será que eles vão falar um novo mob?
So, from those crystal plants, you get crystal shards items, and you can actually use them to craft a telescope.
Que isso? Mano, vai ter telescópio! Vai ter telescópio! Pelo que entendi, parece que vai ser feito com cristal. Mano, que da hora, vai ter...
That is amazing.
It is. It's such a useful item. Super cool. And the cool thing is that, so yes, you use the crystal shards to craft them, but you also need something more.
Será que eles vão mostrar o crafting?
That we added.
Tá. Copper. Ah, vai vir minério novo. Copper. Como é que é? É um pouco decorativo? Dá pra fazer material com ele? Ou é só um material decorativo?
It's copper!
That's amazing.
Yes, it's new ore. And you saw the copper ore in the video. And a very interesting thing with the copper ore is that it generates in a different way. So normal ores often generate like an ore blob, but copper is different. So imagine that you are out mining and you see copper ore. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna mine the copper. And then you see some stone. It's like, they look a bit different. So you continue to mine. And then you find another copper ore. And you probably go like, okay, I think I found a copper vein. So we're actually adding ore veins to Minecraft. And like they really add so much to mining. It gets so interesting because it's kind of like following a trace when you mine, and they tie so well to the pillar we have about adding strategy to mining.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And you've personally
Ah,
wanted
tá terminando a enquete.
since you start, maybe before you started?
Yeah, you mentioned it once or twice.
Well, maybe a few times. But yes, so I think I got inspired by the pretty copper roofs in Stockholm, and they are all green.
Vai vir o minério novo. Será que vai ter como fazer ferramenta ou só vai ser tipo quartzo que é decorativo?
So, you know, if you place a copper block, it will first be orange, but after a while, a pretty long time, it will turn green. And it's something, I think it's so cool, because it actually adds history to Minecraft. Because, for example, if you have a really old Minecraft world, then you can see on like a house and like, oh, the roof turned all green, and then you know that that house has been there for a really long time.
Ah, ele vai enferrujando. Ah, ele vai enferrujando. Não sei se ele tá enferrujando.
And copper won't only be used for the telescope. You actually have another really cool thing that you'll be able to craft with it.
Yeah. So Jens talked a bit before about these design principles that we have in Minecraft. And one of them is that if something bad happens, the player either caused it or it has a way to sort of avoid it. And one of those exceptions, for example, is lightning striking. Now, some people like to build wooden roofs in Minecraft. Some even build wall roofs.
Looking at me,
Right.
it's not at all like the grandest castle in my realm actually has a roof fully built of wool.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
No,
but
we did get some fires.
Oi!
So to try to help the players with that, we are introducing the lightning rod.
That is very useful for all the wool roofs out there.
Yeah, I think this is a problem that happened to a lot of our players. Even personally, I had this peaceful game that I played with
Tá, vai. Esse minério, esse bloco enferruja. Monique, me chamou?
Collecting a few animals to our base, and we came back and our...
Peraí, só um pouquinho, rapidão.
And I was quite confused, because I consider myself to be someone who knows a bit about Minecraft, and there are no creepers, there are no endermen, so what happened? We figured that probably a lightning strike hit and burned down the house, and we were quite traumatized because we were not prepared for this. So I think this lightning rod is really going to help with that.
Yeah, now you don't have to worry about that problem anymore.
No, I'm gonna place like lightning rods everywhere on my wool roof.
Good.
Will be perfect.
Good.
Now, you've introduced a lot of things already, and players already have a lot of trouble with their inventory and the amount of items, but you have an idea for that.
Yes. So, as you know, we keep adding new blocks and new items all the time, and that do create a bit of an inventory problem. And we're aware of that. We have actually been thinking about how we can solve it, because we want to have like a good gameplay solution. We want it to be balanced, and we actually have an item in this update that will be really helpful, and it's the bundles.
Bundles? Tá. Bundles. Bundle. Que é isso? Ah, uma mochila! Caramba, vai ter mochila! Ah, não é bem mochila. Ah, que da hora! Acho que isso é uma mochila. Ué? Mano, vai ser uma outra sugar box.
Yeah, This is awesome. It's such an elegant solution as well, and I love it. I think we spend a lot of time talking about the inventory problem, and I think one of the biggest takeaways there was that this is not actually one problem. It's constructed from a lot of sub-problems. For example, hotbar management is one problem. Getting a lot of blocks for your huge build somewhere, that's like something the shulkers help with.
Vai funcionar que nem um shulker.
Problems where every time you leave your base to go exploring somewhere, your inventory keeps getting full of junk. Like, this slot just has 2 flowers. This slot has just 1 seed, right? And I think the bundles are really going to help with that problem.
Yes. So the thing with the bundle is that you can place many different kinds of items in one bundle. So many different kinds of items in one inventory slot. So for example, I can take those 2 flowers and 1 seed and put them in one bundle. It's great.
And you can kind of use them like presents too.
Oh yes, I'm so excited about seeing what players do them in like shopping district, right? You can have the bundle of the day, which has a bunch of things with it, or you can have secret bundles where you have 3 of them in a chest, but you get a random one. I think it's really going to be cool.
Yes, and for example, if your friend has a birthday, you can put like your prettiest item in the bundle because it looks like a gift wrapper, and then you can give it to your friend.
That's so cool. We've talked so much today on the like really game design side, but how do you work on the art side?
We actually have a very close collaboration with the art team, and it's great.
So my job is basically to get an abstract
Elas vão.
idea and fit into the
Isso aí é o game design.
and then start
Parte do game design.
So once a sketch is finished, I send everything to the 3D artist that it's gonna model it and animate it to make it alive.
My job is to bring sketches to life and make them move in 3D space. To work with a game that has such a special look, it's amazing.
Tá,
It's a
estão
challenge, it's fun, it's sometimes frustrating, but
falando como é que eles fazem as animações, essas coisas. Mano, vai ter um minério novo e ele vai enferrujando com o tempo. Eu não sei se vai enferrujar, mas acho que é.
So I think my favorite
Legal,
thing about the
legal,
Minecraft
gostei.
look is that it's very unexpected, very unconventional, and that's where like the special.
Vai ter bioma novo nas cavernas.
because it has such a
Vai
unique
ter.
look, it's very restricted.
Que vai
It has
ter?
to
Vai
be
ter.
3D pixel art, and
Vai ter Floresta das Cavernas, pelo que eu entendi.
think inside the box
Vai ter Lago Subterrâneo.
I've been working on this exciting
E aquele lá de
This
espinhos.
new mob will be the cutest predator
Acho que é
ever
isso.
existed in Minecraft.
Daí vai vir um novo mob que ele detecta por vibrador.
I hope that the community is really happy about it. I hope they have a lot of new stuff to play with, and I hope that they are excited to see some concepts as well.
It's so lovely when you can think about all of the
Peraí.
different jobs within game development. I love seeing the artists and developers, and we all, like across the show, there's so many different types of roles that people have.
Yeah, and it's really awesome to interact with all those roles and have a lot of a back and forth. We're very open in Mojang and getting ideas from all over the place, and specifically working with the art team is amazing as well. You sort of throw one idea to the air and he draws something and you're like, oh, what is that white thing in your drawing? I didn't even think about it, and it starts so many awesome ideas going. And we even integrated into our prototype process, and actually I think until I saw those sketches by the art team, I didn't really understand what archaeology in Minecraft even means.
Archaeology?
Yes, so we're actually adding a new system called the archaeology system. In this system, you're basically going to find these excavation sites all throughout your world. And you can make this new tool called the brush that is going to help you uncover the mysteries of all these dig sites. So you come to one of these ancient structures and you can
esse item faz?
to clear away some of the rubble that may have collapsed in the
Nossa!
Sometimes you might even find something shiny.
Que legal!
And this is important. If you are not careful enough, like in real life, you can destroy that artifact. And once the artifact is gone, that artifact and all the
Dá pra achar diamante!
forever. But if you're careful enough, if you take your time and you're deliberate, you can get some of those hidden artifacts. And for example, here we have a ceramic shard, which is basically how whoever lived here used to tell and pass on their stories.
I love the story sides
Ah!
of archaeology. Because we often talk about that we want to deepen the mystery in Minecraft. And when you find these hidden artifacts, you kind of find like connections and hints. And we will never tell the full story, but this will inspire the players to tell their own stories about their
Nossa!
Exactly. I think it's going to be really exciting to see what players do with them. For example, here we see an exhibition that someone built for this, where he can compare all the different clues he finds, right, and try to preserve whatever was down here, and he can compare what we found with whatever new thing, and sort of try to connect the pieces, right? And here we see those pieces connected in a clay pot, actually trying to reconstruct it back. And you can
Vai ter bagulho.
however you like. You can create your own stories or try to guess how those pieces used to connect.
Yeah. It's also so fun to be very creative with these new pots, because you can put the shards in any way you want.
Exactly, and when you're pleased with your creation, you can fire them up, and you have your own painted clay pot.
Pretty. So, Nir, is this programmer art still?
Yeah, the art we're seeing is still work in progress, but I personally like the dragon. I think it's cute.
Yeah, it doesn't say programmer art isn't pretty.
Yeah, you know, the problem is the artists are way too good.
Yeah.
Right? They just make us look bad. I don't know.
Archaeology is amazing. I mean, the excavation site is so incredible.
I'm so excited about this. I've spent a lot of time about it, and I actually got to do a lot of awesome conversations with actual archaeologists from all around the world, and it's been, honestly, I sort of feel like I got so passionate about it myself that their passion sort of stuck to me, and it was so amazing to learn more about this, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from here.
And you have a dev diary coming out on our YouTube channel where you kind of explore all of the archaeology even more.
Yeah, it's honestly really, really exciting. So I had so much fun with this, and I learned so much that I decided that it can't stop with me. So we're gonna do a dev diary when we're actually gonna talk to those archaeologists. And actually, we might even get to visit some interesting locations.
It's amazing. Well, it feels very sad, but we're almost out of time. But we've been hinting at a new mob, like over the course of the show, like 3 or 4 times. So are you gonna tell us about it now, please?
Yes, now we're gonna tell you. It's the cutest predator you will ever meet.
Tá. Axolots. Esse é o nome do bioma? Um axolote! Um axolote, que legal! Ah, o nome tá
I feel
bugado.
like there's only one sound I can make after seeing that, which is like...
Oh.
The axolotls.
How did you decide on axolotls?
So, when we add a new mob to Minecraft,
Por quê?
we wanted to have like
A Agnes tem uma cara tudo descabelado.
to have purpose. And it's also a very good thing if it happens to be ugly cute. And the axolotl is perfect. It has all of these things. Well, I guess on the ugly cuteness, it might be quite a big emphasis on the cute side, but still.
Mhm.
And we actually had a brainstorm in the team. So we were like, okay, we're gonna add goats, but we want to add another animal. And then one of the developers posted like a big picture of an axolotl, and we all went like, yes.
Yes, this right now.
It's like the definition of ugly cute. It's like made for Minecraft.
Perfect.
And then we also found out that axolotls are endangered in the real world, and we think it's good to add endangered animals to Minecraft to create awareness around that. So that's also a good thing.
Like with the bees?
Yes, like with the bees last year, for example. But yeah, so the axolotls, as you saw in the video, they live in the lush caves, and they really add a lot of life to the lush caves. And there's also a bucket of axolotl.
I didn't think it could get
Ah, que
I
fofinho!
don't know how to handle it, but it's so cute. So when you're, you're walking around in the lush caves and you see some axolotls, then you can actually scoop them up in your bucket and take them with you. So maybe you build like a pretty aquarium for them in your base, or maybe you bring them to your ocean adventure.
Vai vir pro oceano, o axolote? Axolotes. Nossa, eles atacam! Que legal!
And now I see why you're calling them the cutest predator you'll ever meet.
Exactly. So when you scoop them up in a bucket, you can actually create your own axolotl army, basically, and charge into the oceans with them, and they will help you fight various, they'll attack cute fish as well, but they'll help you fight the drowns and the guardians, and they're actually quite useful when fighting guardians because they have this special ability that whenever they take damage, they sort of play dead. And when they're playing dead, no mob will actually attack them. So they have this time to regen back, help, and then jump back into the fight together with you. And if you learn how to cooperate with them really well, they might even heal you during the battle.
That is so cool. But okay, so you added these two mobs that are like as different as possible with the warden and the axolotl.
Yes. So this update is actually a lot.
Ah, que fofinho.
Which is great because it creates like a dramatic player experience, which is so good. So we're like updating the highest heights of Minecraft with the mountains. We're updating like the deepest of the caves. We had this terrifying warden, the cutest axolotl, and also in the caves, like the lush caves are very light and welcoming, and then the deep dark is super scary and challenging.
I guess we can't forget our little goat in there.
Oh.
It's kind of the in-between.
Yeah, we shouldn't forget the goat. I guess it's in between. It is still very cute, but in between. No one can be as cute as the axolotl.
No, I don't think so. Before we tell everyone the winner of the mob vote, let's take a look back at some of the exciting things that we've talked about today.
Tá, vai vir esse mob novo, que sinta energia. Vai vir uma caverna florestal. Mudanças na Shanks, parece que vai gerar... Nossa, parece que vai gerar terra também com grama. Nova DLC. Copper. Eu não entendi a parte do raio. Ah, ferramentas criativas, novas. Legal. Axolote, nossa. Mano, mal posso esperar quando chegar a atualização da caverna. Nossa, eles atacam também.
Before we get to our bomb vote, I think there's one more question people are really gonna want to know. When are we gonna get the caves and the cliffs update?
It's a good question. So we plan to release it summer 2021. And this actually is really good. As I mentioned in the beginning of the show, we really want to have a lot of time to work together with the community to like gather feedback, see all the great ideas, because the community always have so many good ideas. So it feels good that we now have a lot of time to actually work together on this update.
Amazing. And the community decided on a new mob that will enter the game. So which one of you gets to do the honors today?
So I think Tiny Agnes has been a bit mean this year, so I think you should open it, Neil. You should announce the winner. Yes.
Can I look first?
Eu já sei quem ganhou. Não adianta fazer suspense.
It's the glow squid!
Chupa minha pica. Chupa aqui na minha pica. Quem votou nessa porra? Quem votou nessa porra, chupa. Chupa. Tá bom? Se você votou nessa porra, você é doente. Você é doente. Tá? Tá bom? Tá bom? Se você votou nesse mob, desculpa, mas sua família tem vergonha de você. A sua família, seus avós, seus parentes, todo mundo tem vergonha de você. Se você votou nesse mob. Tá? Deixa eu continuar que eu pausei aqui pra falar.
Shown in the show. For all of you watching, Minecraft wouldn't be what it is today without all of you. From all of us at Mojang Studios, thank you so much. Bye.
Tá. Tá, acabou. Eu achei que ia ter pós-show, velho. Mas não tem. Bom. Eu vou pôr meu celular pra carregar e depois eu vou dizer o que eu achei do evento, as minhas impressões e é isso. Tá, vamos lá. Vamos começar então pelo destaque do evento, que é a próxima atualização. Vamos começar por aí. Então, o dia chegou. O dia chegou, gente. O dia chegou. A atualização das cavernas está aqui, galera, entre nós. A atualização das cavernas está entre nós, galera. Parabéns. Pois é. Pois é, a maior parte do evento eu fiquei quieta, mas ok. O que aconteceu? Atualização das cavernas. É uma atualização grande. Vai ter um novo mob que detecta as coisas por vibrações. Ele sente uma certa vibração e daí ele vai e pode ativar o redstone. Eu não sei. Isso é um mob. Sim, isso é inegável. Daí foi anunciado um boss novo, né? Um boss novo, né? Ele é interessante. E é isso. Teve... vou falar... Cara, é interessante esse novo mob de vibração. Você bem sincero, é interessante porque, cara... É incrível que o mob, ele sente qualquer movimentação né, perto que você fizer. É isso, tá ligado? Eu gostei bastante da proposta desse mob. Eu achei muito legal. Também vai mudar as chunks das cavernas. Eu acho que vai vir 3 biomas novos, se eu não me engano. O legal é que tem um spin agora. Eu não sei se ele vai cair assim do nada, tá ligado? E é isso. O espinho. E mais uma coisa que eu quero falar também. O que eu ia falar? O Axelote. Meu Deus, é muito fofo. É muito fofo, tá ligado? Mano, Axelote. E ele te defende também. Isso que é o legal também. Eu não sei, acho que ele só ganha ficar debaixo d'água. Parece que vai vir uma planta nova que dá pra subir nela, né? Dá pra subir nela, daí com o tempo ela cai. É legal. E eu também gostei. E também vai vir minério novo. Eu acho que não, acho que esse minério ele é decorativo. Eu tenho quase 100% de afirmar. Mas o diferencial dele é que com o tempo ele vai enferrujando. Eu não sei se é enferrujar, mas eu acho que é enferrujar. Enferrujar. Tá ligado? E também. O que mais que teve desse evento? Minério novo. Vai ter telescópio. Não é telescópio tipo. É tipo telescópio de ver as coisas mais de longe. E também vai ter mochila também. Que não é bem mochila, mas conta. Eu acho que o telescópio, pelo que eu entendi, vai ser feito com ametista. Que é o novo cristal que vai entrar no jogo. Na próxima atualização. E que mais que foi anunciado? Foi anunciado mais coisas a mais. Minecraft Dungeons vai ter cosplay. E que mais? Acho que tem mais coisas da Cave Update. Como que é o nome? Cave and Cliffs, algo assim. E também, cara, eu acho que é isso, basicamente. Cara, tá muito da hora essa atualização. Tá, é muito boa. Cara, é uma atualização que a comunidade do Minecraft ela tava esperando por anos. E é incrível saber que eles escutaram a gente. Eu não sei se eles demoraram ou porque estavam tendo dificuldade ou eles estavam acumulando ideia. Mas é isso. Chegou. Chegou. Uma das atualizações mais pedidas de todos os tempos. Agora, uma coisa que me decepcionou nesse evento não foi nem com o pessoal do Minecraft. Foi em si com a comunidade. Vou falar disso agora. Pois é, gente. Vocês tinham 3 opções. 3 opções. Uma vaca de flor. Uma vaca de flor. Que era um mob legal. Mob interessante. Era um mob que tinha uma interação amigável com a abelha e mais algumas coisas. Além de ser um animal fofo. É legal. O segundo mob era o Illager ou Pillager de gelo. O Ice Illager, que era um mob do Mine Dungeons que atacava gelo. Era um mob interessante também. Eu acho que era o mais interessante que tinha. O terceiro, o mais inútil de todos, era a lula brilhosa. Que ela só brilha. Eu não sei. Rumores. E eu espero que esses rumores estejam certos. Que essa lula vai dar um bagulho de hipnotizante. Eu espero muito, mas muito mesmo, que isso seja verdade. Senão eu vou ficar bem decepcionado. Dos 3 mobs, vocês não escolheram a vaquinha de flor, que era interessante. era legal. Vocês não escolheram o Village de gelo. Era interessante também. E era um desafio a mais. Vocês escolheram a merda da porra da desgraça do Lula Brilhosa. Mano. Eu acho que vocês são melhores em escolher em bioma. Porque em mob vocês são ruins pra cacete. Eu confesso que eu tô um pouco decepcionado, mas... não tem o que fazer. Mas... chegou uma das atualizações... vai chegar uma das atualizações mais pedidas. E é uma atualização boa até. É uma atualização... tipo, muito boa. Eu quero muito. Eu acho que... se não tivesse a pandemia... essa atualização... eu acho que ela chega... maio? Março, maio. Eu acho que eles atrasaram esse ano por causa da pandemia. Mas enfim, cara. Eu confesso que eu tô decepcionado. É aquela frase, né? Eu vou mostrar uma frase. Aqui, ó, pra vocês. A democracia é um erro estatístico. Porque na democracia decide a maioria. E a maioria é formada por imbecis. Parabéns. 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 Mas tirando esse fato, o evento foi bem legal. Inclusive eu gostei bastante da parte dos caras construir um parque dentro do negócio. E é isso, cara. É isso. O Crazy me convidou aqui numa party, eu vou entrar. Eu vou falar pra ele essa notícia. Pois é. Tô decepcionado, cara. Tô decepcionado. Eu tô triste, cara. Oi, Crazy. Hoje teve a Minecraft Live. Quer que eu conte a notícia boa ou a notícia ruim primeiro? A ruim, sabe a votação que teve hoje? Teve 3 mobs. A vaquinha de flor, o pillager de gelo e a lula brilhosa. Dessas 3, as 2 mais interessantes eram o pillager de gelo e a vaquinha brilhosa. Agora adivinha quem ganhou a votação? A lula brilhosa ganhou a votação. Agora a boa do evento. Então, sabe quando a comunidade estava pedindo muita atualização das cavernas? Então, ela é real. Vai acontecer. Parece que vai vir um axolote. O que mais que vai vir? Vai vir... tem mais coisa. Vai vir um minério novo, mas não é um minério que faz ferramenta, é um minério decorativo. Não estou estudando nada, só para avisar. E é um minério decorativo, mas o diferencial... Oi. Uhum. Daí... assim... daí que mais? Você ouviu a parte da axolote. Acho que você não ouviu essa parte. O diferencial desse bloco decorativo é que com o tempo ele vai enferrujando. Ele é laranja e ele vai ficando azul. Com o tempo. foda-se, mas é legalzinho. Vai vir um boss novo das cavernas, é um mini boss, onde que ele detecta você por vibrações. Tipo, ele vai, se você andar, ele vai te detectar, ou se você atacar alguma coisa, ele vai detectar a coisa que atacou. Tem como distrair o nome. Também vai vir outro bagulho. Daí também vai vir um bloco, uma coisa nova de redstone, que detecta por vibrações. Vai vir... O que mais que vai vir? Ah, lembrei! Vai vir como que é o nome? Uma joia no jogo. Vai vir ametista. É o nome dessa joia. É verdade, vai vir. Vai vir uma ametista. Daí com essa joia, você pode fazer um telescópio. Que dá pra ver as coisas de longe, tá ligado? Não é bem um telescópio, mas deu pra entender. É um binóculo, basicamente. Vai vir uma mochilinha que vai funcionar como... vai funcionar como um baú do Xuca. Só que com a diferença que não é bem um baú, você coloca as coisas também. E também vai vir um negócio de arqueologia, que tu pode fazer uns bagulhos numa porcelana. E também, não só isso, tu pode achar diamante através de... limpando a terra. Mas tu tem que ter cuidado, senão você pode perder o item para sempre se você não tiver cuidado. Você pode achar. Ou você pode ser um azarado e não achar nada. Oi. Qual? Ai, ai. E basicamente é isso que tem de novo. E ano passado o bioma de Montanha chegou e até hoje não veio uma atualização. Eles falaram que vão vir na atualização das cavernas. Vai vir junto. Eles confirmaram. E é isso, basicamente o resumo do evento. Sim. Basicamente é o resumo do evento inteiro. E isso prova aquela famosa frase, a votação de hoje. A democracia é um erro estatístico, porque na democracia decide a maioria, e a maioria é formada por imbecis. Tá, te falei tudo que vai vir, tudo que eles anunciaram. Não sei, mas aquele mini boss parece. Eu tô fazendo live no meu PC, não sei se eu continuo vendo vídeos do João Caetano ou se eu termino ela. O que você acha? Cris, você falou alguma coisa porque eu não escutei nada? Eu tenho fone. Tipo o quê? Oi. No forte. Tu falou alguma coisa se eu continuar a live ou eu termino? O que você acha? Tá. Rapaziada, vou fechar a live por aqui. Foi legal acompanhar a maioria da live, eu fiquei quieto. Mas é isso, galerinha. Eu vou fazer esse bagulho de fundo foda Se você quiser, Cris, tu pode olhar. E eu vou deixar uma música aí enquanto ela acaba. Você tem que pensar o nome da música que não tenha copyright. E eu tenho que pensar num bagulho, numa música que não tenha copyright. Ah, tá legal. Mas eu vou encerrar a live por aqui. Foi legal acompanhar, mesmo com ninguém assistindo. E realmente a live de hoje tava de boa qualidade. Sabe quantas quedas teve de quadros de FPS? Teve, eu acho que 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quedas. Bom, comparado à minha casa é muito pouco, porque minha casa eu acho que dá cada minuto queda de FPS. Eu tô pensando aqui numa música pra fechar a live. Hum. Então é isso, galerinha. Já. Que bom. Deixa eu ver. Eu vou botar a. Eu tô em dúvida. Hum. Amiga, eu completei todos os desafios do Rocket League. Eu vou fazer um vídeo no meu canal falando do que aconteceu basicamente no evento. Resumido. Vai sair em breve, não se preocupem. Então. Fala. Deixa eu ver na minha playlist de música top aqui pra deixar. Pera aí, rapidão. Já tô no forte. Tá. Deixa eu achar a música. Mano, tu viu que existe o chamado Projeto 17? Ah, era pra fazer desafio. Calma, eu vou voltar pra capitalista. Não, só tava usando pra desafio, na verdade. Era outra coisa. Ah, cria. Eu colocando errado. Música top. Tá, espera. Pera aí, eu botei Esquadrão sem querer. Mano, quer saber? Eu acho que eu vou botar. Eu vou deixar um tempinho aberto aqui só pra botar umas músicas de Minecraft. Já decidi. Música de Minecraft não tem. Não, Minecraft soundtrack. Se não eu colocar Minecraft música fica. Dá uma ambiguidade. Tá, eu vou deixar a full soundtrack aqui. Rapaziada, foi legal acompanhar, mesmo sem ninguém, mas é isso. Apenas Deus, acompanhe o canal que logo logo vai ter um resumo. Daí logo logo essa live fecha. Tchau e tchau.